And we are recording.
Hello, everyone. During our last session, we engaged in, quite a bit of excitement as we fought to protect our party member Ren from the forces of the Eladrin courts who had come to collect her for a bounty that was placed on her head for allegedly killing the Queen of Summer. We have yet to confirm as to whether or not this is the case. We also learned, at least those of us who weren't previously aware to this, that Ren had been lying to us about her identity and had not given us her actual name. After engaging in combat with these individuals, the party escaped barely. I suppose you could call it a victory. It's not. I don't think that everyone involved would necessarily agree. And one of the attackers, the Fall Eladrin, managed to escape from us during the course of this kerfuffle. After the end of our engagement with these powerful foes, we left the immediate area that we found ourselves in, deeming it not a safe place to occupy. Found a worthy place to rest, and then did so. And now we will continue forward after having licked our wounds and grown a bit stronger. We will be continuing into the forest with the hopes of tracking down and rescuing Rodolfo's assistant.
All right. Good deal.
Good soup.
Good tweet.
Soup. I love soup.
All right. So you guys awaken in the morning after having completed your long rest.
Woo, rest. I clicked my button already. Oh, I did. Wow.
We're rested, maybe a little traumatized, but still rest.
And everybody starts the day with bonus 15 hit points from me.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
plot
shit.
armor.
Fuck. Shit. Oh, fuck.
Shit, fuck, shit, fuck.
I hit wrong buttons.
No, don't do
That's
that.
So it
unfortunate.
was like making it full screen to the point where I had to hit like F11 or whatever the fuck to get out of it, and I didn't want to do that. And yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
You said 15, right?
15, correct.
B. Hold on. I will send you the picture of where to put those. Hold on.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to add that to like my overall.
Yeah, no, I was like, hold on, wait a second.
Yeah, no, temp HP, you don't get to keep, so you don't want to put it on your total,
Yeah.
because then it'll just get
Just
confusing.
that little plus thing above the heart to the right.
I just sent it to
Oh.
her. We're good.
Ha ha ha. I don't know why but that's just a thing my mouth does now.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Anyways,
There's something else there, but I'm not going to go into it.
Phrasing.
It's French,
Anyways.
it's Tory, that's all that needs to be known.
Okay.
sure.
Wow, we're a traumatized group. Because we all sit here in silence.
Mel is vibing.
I'm just
Orca.
watching.
Hurt.
Orca's trying to look at anything else other than the bodies.
We just have their heads, and they're in bags.
Yeah, they've been
away.
covered up.
Oh, well.
Because if not,
Yeah, you guys have
crying
left
again.
the battlefield there.
Yeah, because if we hadn't covered them up, Ren was about to probably go ICBM,
What's ICBM?
Intercontinental Ballistic Missile.
Big go boom. Big boom.
Yeah.
In relation to missile?
Yeah. Ren manages to wake up in autumn because she spent 4 hours prior to trancing meditating, and then her 4 hours of trancing to calm herself down to not wake up and being really upsetty.
We're proud of a. I was gonna say mentally healthy queen, but you know, here we are.
Yeah, I don't know if any of us are mentally healthy after that.
I'm fine. I don't know.
Self-aware, I think, is what you were looking for.
Yeah.
Proud of a self-aware queen.
Yeah, exactly.
Orca's trying to pretend everything's fine. Like she actually feels good about herself with how well she did in the fight. So she's trying to force a positive attitude.
Ren is eating her muffin.
Cantor's
she
fine.
got from Maine.
Cantor's fine. This isn't the first time he's gone down in combat. He's kind of getting used to it at this point.
Mel sees death every day. Like, she is just vibing.
We are so messed up.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Just at some point during all of this awkward silence, Elias, who himself is still in dusk, would just kind of look over at Ren and be like, "So, how long were you planning on lying to all of us about your name? Was that just going to be a forever thing, or?"
I wasn't lying to all of you. Eating her muffin.
I mean,
You do understand that's not better, right?
Yeah, that really doesn't help, but it does teach me some things, so I appreciate that at the very least.
I mean, why do you assume that you have privilege to her name if she doesn't want to give it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, no. I go over to Mel. I'm like, no. We don't need defending. It's okay. This is not one you need to. We can pull back from this one. Give her a pat. I'm like, no. Well, wait, how long have we been traveling together? Oh, there's calendar again. 1, 2,
3 months?
2 in a week. All right. Oh wow, actually 2 in a week. Look at that.
Hot damn.
Wow. Oh, it's almost Cantor's birthday.
Yep.
So close. So soon. Oh, and then
Anyways.
after that. Anyway, sidetracked. It's, they're, as we learned, people are after me, so I just don't go around giving out my name all that often.
Okay. Is that also why you tried to make me hide myself, like I was some sort of shameful creature?
I've already been over this with you, that the reason I told you to just keep it on, don't go around running around screaming at the top of your lungs about, your newfound nature is because you're different and you're new, and new is not good. And do you want to just, do you also want a huge bounty on your head? Do you want to put your family at risk too?
I mean, I haven't killed any queens, just to be clear.
Neither have I.
It may just be because you haven't been encountered before by any. Wolvar just kind of gestures towards Red.
They don't want to share the stage, huh? It's one of those things.
I mean, it's a very specific they, but,
More.
It's not Eladrin as a whole. It's not that, I'm sure plenty of people would think it's super awesome what you are. And would be, and you're probably a sign of change, which is good for most people, but not for everyone. There are people who don't like change, Elias. No.
No, I can definitely agree with that.
I never told you were shameful. Don't put words in my mouth. I was doing it. I could have said nothing to you and let you get, kidnapped or killed.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've been kidnapped, but I would prefer not to get killed, so fair enough.
So, are you running because you have a bounty on your head, or is there other reasons?
Well, I do have a bounty on. That's not obviously a lie. The reason for which I have a bounty on my head is simply incorrect. Well, it's not. It's the King of Summer put said bounty on my head, but it is not for the reason that everybody else thinks it is. But the real reason he cannot say, so he just said, I killed the queen.
What's the real
I didn't.
reason?
So he killed the queen.
No, he didn't kill the queen. What? No. What?
Maybe the queen killed the queen.
What? Okay, wait. Okay, this is not. No.
Is the queen dead.
Sure, it's not the
If
first
so,
time
the
an
queen-
Eladrin
No.
royalty killed herself.
Maybe
The
the
queen-
queen killed the king, and it's the whole thing is a ruse.
Oh yeah,
I'm fucking.
I had a
with you.
legitimate
Queen
question.
died.
God damn it!
And she killed the king. God, Cantor, you're onto something. This is something here. I believe.
No, stop it. No.
We are
Let-
so
let-
messed up.
Let her explain, guys. Let's just sit back and listen, not interrupt. Let her talk for a little bit.
The Queen of Summer is dead. That
Okay.
is very much true. I can confirm because I did see her corpse. I got there after she was killed. And
Convenient.
then, well, wasn't really
Everyone else
convenient. It was
walked
all
in and saw
part of
you.
the plan. No. Nobody walked in and saw me. Okay. Wow, where do I even begin? How far back do I go? Because I feel like anything I say just leads to more questions.
Maybe start with what happened to the queen prior to your arrival there.
Well, the queen was I don't know exactly what method they used. So I guess to put it in a way that would maybe make sense with this group would be I did not pull the trigger, but I may have shown them where to point the gun.
Oof.
So I did not kill the queen because and also the plan was not mine. They asked for my help, which I provided.
So you helped kill the queen.
No. Was their plan. I simply gave them some information, and that was it. And then how
You
they
were-
killed the queen.
But-
I'm technically an accessory. I will confirm. However, I had no part in their actual killing because they were going to do it anyways without the information I gave them. I simply maybe helped them skip a step or two.
So
I-
I don't want to this is gonna sound negative, and I don't want it to sound that way because I'm not titling you anything. I just want to give some perspective here, and I want you to think about this, okay? One of the reasons that my community has survived for as long as it does is because we have a lot of really strict rules around behavior. Not a lot of rules, but we have very serious rules that we confine people's behavior within. One of the things you're not really allowed to do if you want to be a long-lasting member of our society is you really can't engage in recreational drugs. That just doesn't fit well with who we are and what we do. And so, if you are not just someone who does those things, but someone who would act to purvey those things to other people, you are immediately made a pariah. And a lot of those people will use the justification of, well, if I didn't sell them this thing, someone else would have done it anyway. And we don't really use that as a valid line of defending oneself because it kind of seems like you're just more trying to pass the blame on to the direct actions versus the whole of the situation. And do you feel like you might be engaging in that a little bit?
No, I admit what I did. All I'm saying is it was going to happen regardless. But yes, I assisted. Again, did not pull the trigger. Helped them point the gun.
Ren, as somebody who has tried to kill somebody, it's not that much of a jump, babes. It's not.
I was gonna let it go, but yeah.
Anyways,
However, what I did do.
Oh my god.
As there is a step, she was already dead. So this is, keep this in mind. So what I did with the book back in Cathair Scolaire, where I sort of touched the book and then in a way, I guess, sort of absorbed the book or consumed what was within the book.
you got rid of the evidence.
No, because her
No?
body was very much still there.
Okay.
When they found it, because they did. Everyone knows she's dead. It's not like a thing. They're just the blame got put on. Anyways, let me. Okay, so I showed up after she died, and then what I did to the book of consuming. Again, what happened with the book literally joining me physically, that was unexpected. Because I had done this once before with the queen after she died, or right after she died, I absorbed her power.
What?
So, however, it was the first time I had done it, and it was a lot. She was like thousands of years old. It was a big thing. I didn't realize it at the time that I wouldn't be able to actually hold all of that within me, and so it started to like literally burn me away from the inside out. It was very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Yes.
That's a word.
So then, this is something. It's not something that's come up a lot, but you may have noticed it in passing. I have no reflection. If I go stand and look over some water or look in a mirror or anything reflective, have no reflection because I basically trapped. There are magic mirrors in the Palace of Summer, that was the thing I gave them. There are magic mirrors in the Palace of Summer that you can like go between them and like they're like quick transport, but they're secret, which they didn't know of at the time, which is the secret I gave them to help them kill the queen. So I trapped her power in my reflection in the magical mirrors in the Palace of Summer. The king doesn't know this, but her power is what he's after. But he can't tell people that he doesn't have it, because that would be not good, because technically that power should be going to somebody else to become
But he
the
wants
next queen
to
of summer.
consolidate it for himself to become a tyrant?
No. It'll go to somebody else. It's the Feywild magic is funky, and the magic of the kings and the queens. It's there must always be two. It's a two thing. It's twos. They really like twos. So, but technically, at this moment, the king of summer is much less, or the summer in general is much less powerful, as only the king he has, power. But it's so people think that the power is simply, he's waiting to give it to somebody, but he doesn't have it. He doesn't know where it is.
And
but
he needs it to establish a new queen and reestablish the summer court's power, I guess.
I mean, the court is still there. It's still powerful and whatnot, but he is currently at a disadvantage to all of the other courts because there is only him and not him and his queen.
So if someone were to say try to take his dominion from one of the other courts, he would have a staunch disadvantage in defending himself.
Well, it wouldn't be the other seasonal courts because they're kind of in cahoots with each other to keep all of them to keep themselves in power. However,
it was a different court.
That's the issue. There is now not just the seasonal courts, there is also dawn and dusk and day and night, and the 4 solar courts are much less powerful. Well, not much less, but they are less powerful than the seasonal courts. So being at a disadvantage without having his queen, you see where this goes. So somebody saw me, because I trapped her power in the mirror with my reflection. I could not use the mirrors to get out and to escape, because if I had gone into the mirror, I would have joined back with my reflection and then probably would have died. So I left, but somebody saw me, and then people assumed then I killed the queen.
I thought...
Very interesting.
Okay.
So how are you going to try to get yourself out of it?
Well, he can't kill me, because I have to be back at winter. Well, I guess technically he could kill me, but he wouldn't want to kill me because he wouldn't then find out where the power is. And I'm pretty sure if I die, it's just going to then get locked in the magic mirrors, and that would be, well, basically the same situation as we're at now. But if he he's in a bit of a pickle because of my position. He can't really outright, hence why the bounty is, to kidnap me and not to kill me.
Wait, they weren't trying to kill us just now?
Not me.
Oh, okay.
You, all of you, yes.
Right.
That's why I just got knocked unconscious.
All right.
Because then they would have just snapped me up and taken me to home. Well, not really home. Winter is home, but
So, what is your unique position?
So I guess technically I'm no longer guardian, but there there's not really a name because my position was sort of stripped from me, but my sisters haven't taken over yet. So I guess technically it's still, I don't think it's quite empty. If I went back to Winter, I would be like a figurehead interim guardian until,
Standing
the end of the
aside
year.
the technicalities.
Okay, so if we remove all the technicality, let's pretend we live in the world where I didn't have it stripped from me. I would be the guardian of Winter, as my brothers are guardians of summer and autumn, and my sisters are guardians of summer, and my two youngest sisters will become guardians of winter, because as again, twos. I am
What's a guardian?
one. Oh boy. Okay, this is what I figured was going to happen. This was going to be a question that just goes backwards and backwards and backwards until we get to the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Do
she
the
like
lesser
looks
courts
around.
Also have guardians?
Pardon, what now?
Do the lesser courts also have guardians?
No. Okay, hang on. Then she goes and she like looks for a stick on the ground. Like, okay, grabs a stick, starts clearing away some like rocks and makes like a big empty patch of like dirt on the ground. And she's like, okay, takes her stick. She's like, so, all right, small history lesson here, I guess. We've talked about this briefly, I think I've some of you, all of you, I don't know. Anyways, we'll just go from the top. So way back when, like thousands of years ago, there used to be only really like two. I mean, there were like lots of groups in the Feywild, but there were really two like courts in a sense. And with the Eladrin being like the primary population of the Feywild, well, two didn't really sit well with them because, everybody, summer and winter and fall and spring, and everybody wants to be themselves. And so a large group of Eladrin sort of elected 8 of their peers, if you will, to like lead them into a new Feywild. So they basically bargained and whatnot with 4 archfey. There's the word I'm looking for. And so and each one of them became sort of, I guess, like a patron to their court. And she like draws like 4 X's and then puts like 2 little circles under each one. So then that's how we ended up with what we have now, which is spring and summer and fall and winter instead of the 2 from before. And then the 8 Eladrin that had been, sort of lifted up by their peers and who made the deals and who did all the hard work ended up becoming the kings and the queens of their respective courts. Raise your hand if you have questions. Just spit them out.
Yeah, where do the lesser courts fit into all of this?
That's coming. So
Okay.
the Feywild's a big place. It's not like the major courts and even the minor courts make up the entirety of the Feywild. There's plenty of Feywild out there that's just, well, wild. And there are those who live in the Feywild who have absolutely nothing to do with the courts, and they're more than welcome to.
Orca raises her hand. Before we go into the other courts, so when you say by patrons of the respective kingdom or court, what does that mean? Like, are you like a duke, a duchess? Like,
they became the rulers of their courts.
They became the rulers. So basically,
or the original ones, I guess, is probably the better way to put it.
Well, so the kings and queens from all those thousands of years ago are the same kings and queens that we have now. Amongst the deals that they made with what we know of that they made with the Archfey anyways at the time, and they have immortal life, they became much stronger, they gave things up to our knowledge. Nobody really knows. That's something they weren't keen on sharing what they had to trade away for these things, but they are effectively immortal. And well,
okay, so those are the original guardians.
No, kings and queens. We haven't gotten to the guardians yet.
Oh,
forget it. Yeah. So each court has an archfey, and then each court has a king and a queen. So things were great. Off they went. Everybody was happy. Well, not everybody, because then eventually what happened was... Wait, I have to double check which one came first, the chicken or the egg. Okay, chicken came first. Yes. So yes, the Eladrin, we have our 4 seasonal courts, but not everybody was keen to be sort of locked in to their season, because that was something that was sort of new, was that if you were part of the summer court, well, summer, you only get to be summer. There was no more of this changing between. It was a really big thing that they didn't know at the time that was the plan, other than the kings and queens. They sort of put this together on the side. Some Eladrin are perfectly fine staying within they have a season of choice. They're very comfortable that way. Not everybody is like that, and so those people got very upset. And so then came along what is historically now known as the Great Equinox. Very dramatic. It was a very big thing, which is basically all of the Eladrin and even the other Fae that wanted nothing to do with the new 4-way split, left, and then started up their own courts, being dawn and dusk and day and night. What they weren't accounting for when they did this was that they still were like even the minor courts are still tied to like their associated seasonal court. So the night is always in winter. Always. It is always winter time, just like in the winter court, in the night court. And then vice versa for all of the other ones. I'll write them all down in the chat later so we can speed this along. Any other questions? Wonderful. So then we went into this. Now we had, instead of 4, now we have 8. There are kings and queens as well in the minor courts, but they don't have immortality. They also don't have an archfey patron, so they rotate, they change. Some of them elect, some of them go through bloodline. It's all not as aware of that one, of what they do, because, well, they're not super new, but they're always changing, and I didn't grow up there. So this continent, and like most continents, there are access points to the Feywild sort of everywhere. This continent in particular has quite a few of them, because there's just a lot of energy here when it comes to like seasonal energy specifically. So there was a lot of crossings in between, from material plane into the Feywild. And at first it was okay, but like anything, problems arise when you have Fae mixing with non-Fae at a really extreme rate. And the kings and queens didn't like that, because it was also pulling more people out of their court, which means they're less powerful. You get the idea. So they went to their archfey and they went, hey, we have a problem. We don't like this. So they made some other kind of deal. This one is very on the down low. No one knows what they actually did and how this came about. But so Oracle, which is the archfey of Autumn, did some kind of magic. Again, it's vague. Nobody quite knows how it happened. And went out and found 4 sets of twins. Again, the 2s. Everything in 2s. And sort of imbued them with magic from both their selected seasonal court and their patron of said court. So then we ended up with the very first guardians of autumn and winter and spring and summer. But no immortality, because apparently only 8 people in the Feywild were given that. Nobody else was allowed. And so these guardians have the ability to know everybody who crosses in and out of their respective home, of their respective court, amongst other things. And so that worked for a while, until they got old. And then they were going to die. And then Oracle realized, I have to do this again. But finding 8, 4 sets of twins every generation isn't always the easiest thing. So they did some more messing with fate, I guess, and sort of imbued it directly into like a Feywild couple that would then hop from generation to generation, where they would instinctively just give birth to 4 sets of twins. And those 4 sets of twins, the magic would just hop into them at their ascension and become the new guardians. There's a whole...
And so that's why it's a problem that you're by yourself.
Yes. So, generations go. Always 2. Twins, 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 all around. Eventually it lands with my parents. My parents give birth to my 2 brothers. They become the Guardians of Spring. Give birth to my 2 sisters, who will become, will eventually, who became Guardians of Summer. Another 2 brothers who became the Guardians of Autumn. And then, on my birthday, I popped out. Just me.
But wouldn't they have known that you weren't a twin?
No, because nobody bothered to. It had been, thousands of years that it always worked. So nobody thought to check because, well, they had faith and, a whole history of success. So they just didn't question it. And then I popped out all alone. And then that was a problem. A big problem. Because I don't really know why it was so much of a problem. I think to them, have one entity holding all of that power, I think probably was just scary. Probably. That's all I can really assume.
So you're,
Yes.
so you are just canonically a bad bitch
I mean,
with
kind
all
of.
this power.
I used to have antlers.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how much I had so much. Well, they were horns and antlers, depending on what season I was in. But I just had so much energy within me from having 2 persons worth of, or two guardians worth of energy in one, that it just sort of manifested in ways that even brothers and sisters didn't have, which made my older brothers extremely jealous, which is probably why they absolutely hated me growing up. But at the time, there was no solution. I came out as one. I went through my, training just as my siblings did. And then on my 100th birthday, which would have been the day of my ascension, my parents, who had sort of disappeared for a while nearing the day, by a while, I mean a few years, my mother also couldn't really look at me. I think the only time she ever held me if what I know to be true, I think she only ever held me on the day of my birth. And that was it. My father tried. He tried to, but they just didn't. In their eyes, they had become failures, and I had my mother to a social pariah of some kind. Anyways, so they disappeared for a while, and everybody just assumed it was because they just couldn't stand the sight of me becoming and actually ascending to my guardianship. And then on the day of my ascension, they showed up with my 2 baby sisters in tow. My mother had given birth to another set of twins. And so the King and Queen of Winter basically said, nope, no, we don't want you anymore. There's our guardians right there. And then this part is, wow, I haven't talked about this in so long. So then the and she sort of starts picking at one of her fingers, her cuticle, and she's like, so the archfey of Winter, who's known as the Envoy of Winter, basically went in and ripped out all of the magic that I had since birth.
Oh.
To hold on to. Well, he couldn't put it into my baby sisters at the time because they hadn't been born with it. It probably would have killed them. Right. So had to wait for their ascension. So he's been holding on to it for 100 years. And then I was banished. Because, well, they just didn't want to
Had
see
no
me
need
around
of you.
anymore. Pretty much.
Oh my goddess.
That's rough, buddy.
It
God.
was. You could say that. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Rough would be putting it mildly. It hurt. A lot.
So the banishments didn't have anything to do with the dead queen?
No. I got banished long before that. They threw a party. It was. Yeah.
Like a going away party.
No, for my banishment, they threw a party when I was banished. I heard all about it.
They were throwing a party because they air quotes got rid of the cursed one.
They
Mhm.
celebrated.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's not cute.
No.
What part of any of this is cute, Elias?
I didn't say any of it was. I was just specifically pointing out the not cuteness of that. Is that an issue for you?
So anyway,
Yeah.
Can I kill these people?
I would
Not worth
prefer you didn't kill my family.
Okay,
Despite-
not your family. More so, like,
Also,
didn't
overthrowing the
kill
entire royalty of the Feywild is a bit of a tall ask, so we can reel that one
they
back in.
treated you really cruelly.
That's the Fey. I mean, the Feywild itself is cruel from start to finish. It's
If you wish to kill everyone that is cruel, you will have to kill everyone that has ever existed.
She makes eye contact.
Watch that edge, buddy.
Ren,
hmm
was the reason you were banished the reason you became an accessory?
Not quite. So for a while after I was banished, I didn't really know what to do with myself. For a while, I just sort of I went around the Feywild, and because I had never left the major courts before in my entire life, I had spent 25 years in winter, 25 years in spring, 25 in summer, and then 25 in fall, and then again on my 100th birthday was back to winter. I had never left. I had no idea what was out there, so I just traveled around for a while, and then eventually realized that the hollow emptiness inside of me was never going to go away, and that I didn't really know what to do with myself without magic. So this is where I did something I sometimes regret, I think. I went to... There's an entity who lives in the Feywild. This is definitely not her real name, but everybody just calls her Winhilda. Winhilda the Worm. Worm with a Y, not an O. She's not an actual worm. She's also just the way we see her is in a humanoid shape. No one really knows what she is. But she lives out in like some bog. It's very witchy and like hag-like. She's not a hag. I think she's just like trying to play pretend. I don't know. She's just... Anyways. Winhilda will grant you... we can literally do anything. Anything that you want. If you have a wish, if you have something, she can grant it for you.
But there's always a price.
Yes. And you can't bargain. There is no ask. You simply show up. She already knows somehow what you want, and you already have to be decided in the fact that you will give up whatever she takes from you. No matter what. There's no question. You can't even ask about it, actually. And so I showed up, and I wanted a way to get power back. Didn't have to be mine. So she gave me that ability. I can do that. I know she took at least 500 years of my mortal life. What else she took? I think she felt bad for me, which is the only reason she even told me what she took. But she also could have taken more and not told me, and that's probably more what it is she probably took more than just that, and then only gave me like half of the answer. So I had heard whisperings about, ooh, this is another one that I haven't read up on in a second from my own backstory. Which court was it? Ah, there it is. Okay. Yes.
One of them.
So along with the summer court queen, the day court queen is also dead. But again, her reign has not been nearly as long, not immortal. And the reason that she is dead is because the king of summer wanted the queen of day, but then she was very devoted to, her husband, and the king of summer did not like that. He did not like hearing no. And him and his queen were, they've been together for thousands of years, and so, they've taken plenty of like lovers separately together. They're best of friends and all that. They didn't care. They still loved each other. It didn't matter. So they, I think it was, well, again, this is another one. No one really knows if it was just him or if they did it together, but she's dead, the queen of day. And so the day court and most of the minor courts wanted revenge. And I can't say that I didn't help them.
You didn't facilitate.
Yes. Again, all I did, I did it. I did what I did, and this one I don't ever really know if I regret this one, but I gave them the key to what they needed, which was how they were going to get around the palace unseen. So I gave them the mirrors, which my sisters had given to me they had given me the knowledge one day when I had been picked on and bullied relentlessly, and they wanted me to feel better. I do regret having broken their trust. I don't think they'll ever forgive me for that, because I'm sure they knew it was me who did that. And so they sent an assassin. Again, I don't know the details of how they managed to do it. I don't know anything other than she died.
Mm-hmm.
And I simply capitalized on this plan.
If it was the winter courts that wronged you, why would you go after the summer courts? I understand that was the opportunity given to you, but why did you get out on them?
The Summer King wasn't exactly a paragon of, truth and, goodness and all of that. They've all done terrible, terrible things. Like banishing people from their family, be within their, when they don't want to stay within their season.
You felt righteous in this endeavor, then?
I guess. I can't say it wasn't partly, revenge. I remember the summer court being there, very giddy and very happy when I was banished, and when my sister showed up, very much egging the King of Winter on to, be done with me. I mean, the lot of them, the 8 of them, are awful. And with their thousands of years of awfulness, they've simply gotten more awful over time. They get bored, so they do terrible things. Sometimes, when parents aren't able to keep their children from staying within, their season, some parents resort to magic to do it because they don't want to risk it. But it's very difficult as a child to stay within one season. We experience a lot of emotion, which tends to cause us to change. And sometimes, so as a punishment, when parents aren't able to keep their children under control, as they like to say, they'll simply banish one parent for fun. And then the child will only grow up with one parent who they'll never see again.
Oh my god.
Oh. Well,
Unsettling.
A little.
Is the reason why you attempted to absorb the Summer Queen's power was because that was the power that the Knot Tag, what was her name again?
Winhilda.
Winhilda. That was the power that she promised you.
No, she simply gave me the power to take power. It doesn't that's why I was able to do what I did with the book and with the little fragment of Calyptos. Same thing.
Right. So if you already had power given back to you, why go after the Queen's power?
Well, she didn't give me power. All she gave me was the ability to take power.
It means Death Queen.
So then the
Yeah,
opportunity with the Queen arose, and I took my opportunity to try and see. She gave me some power, like my innate magic sort of came back with what she did. That was just like kind of a 2-for-1. I think she couldn't quite give me the power without giving me some sort of magical ability once again, but it wasn't like she made me what I had been. Not even close.
I'm not, I don't mean to speak for Hayne, but I don't know that that's necessarily the question he was asking you. I think he was asking like did you feel like you were at a deficit of power from what you got from her, and so that's why you took the Queen's power, or did you take the Queen's power just because you wanted to see if you could?
Well, I knew I could, because that's what Winhilda gave me, so I knew I could do it.
Yeah, it was like where did the desire for that power come from? Like, did you have a specific goal in mind when you took that power, or did you take it to take it?
Well, I had gone from having a lot to having nothing. Absolutely nothing. The envoy was very thorough when he stripped me of my guardian magic. I remember feeling it literally boil out of my blood and pull out of my bones. It was quite exact. So I went from all of that to being a literal shell, and so again, I can't say it was my proudest moment when I went to Winhilda and basically said, give me the ability to take back power. So I took from the Queen because I could.
Okay. Yeah, I think in my mind that answers at least the version of the question that I conceptualized, so thank you.
Could have been any of them. For all I would have cared, they could have told me they were killing the King and Queen of Autumn, and I would have same thing. It wasn't really.
Find the people.
What?
The tracks go this way.
God, are you okay?
No, it's the other. It's the other voice in your head.
Here.
Oh, that one? Oh, God.
Footprint. Lead the way.
What are you doing? Are you whispering? Because your mic is not picking it up if you are.
We must follow the tracks.
Are we all hearing this?
No.
Is this being whispered to someone specifically?
It is quiet. So those of you that have now taken the observant feat.
Okay, now I'm hearing voices.
Would be the ones that hear this very faint voice nearby.
Yeah.
Am I the only one hearing that?
No.
Hearing what?
Yeah, what are you hearing?
Some
Blue.
whispering.
Red. Friend.
Blue.
Hold on.
Friend. Blue.
Purple.
I'm changing my name
What?
right now. I am now Blue Ren Friend.
As soon as
Hold on.
Newport makes mention of whispering, I kind of get low. Just like, not like I'm trying to stoop to his level, but I'm just trying to reduce my visibility, because I'm a tall gentleman. And I just kind of look in his direction. I'm like, Cantor, do you know which direction the whispering is coming from?
Full check around me, Josh. I'm doing a check to see if I can see anything nearby.
Sure.
Radar Cantor.
Make a perception check.
Can
You don't see anything because you guys are kind of tucked away into an alcove area. But you definitely, from the way you guys came into this area, is where the voice is coming from.
So we're being followed.
Sure seems it.
It sure sounds like it too, with what the person's saying.
Cantor, what are they saying?
I would tell them what I remember, which is basically most of it. Me as a player,
you
don't
know
remember
that
half of it.
they're telling themselves or their group to follow the footprints.
Guys, I think we need to switch paradigms here real quick.
Yeah, we should probably get up, move on.
Yeah.
Let's
And
walk
then
and talk.
it's right about now. An individual turns the corner, and you see Rob Burgundy.
Oh my god.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't put a pike through your body and roast you over a fire. You stupid bird.
I look over him like, oh my god, you escaped!
I escaped!
I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it when I left you that haircut.
Wait, hold on.
You did what?
Hold on. Krista?
Why are you here?
Tell him the story. I'm gonna tell him the story.
Oh Lord.
I got out of prison
Okay.
and figured I would come on by.
Why?
Why?
How did you even find us?
Not exactly subtle.
Followed the
it's not,
noise.
but-
The
What do you want?
noise?
Well, fine. I will leave. I'll leave you all alone. You're so aggressive.
Wait, do you still have my hairpin? Can I get that back?
Yeah!
Who
He just takes it and flicks it at you.
Nice, I grab it.
who are you
Take it
talking
back
to,
in my
honey?
hair.
I love you.
No, but when you were walking in.
Me.
Hmm.
Yeah. In case you did forget, this guy does just actively talk to himself.
Take the pages and go. Okay. Huh?
Oh.
What did you just say?
What? I said I would leave you alone.
There's an immediate reflexive shift.
Oh no.
I look at him and I peer deeply into him in the hopes of
He turns and
determining
leaves.
his inner thoughts. And then I remember I don't have to do that.
Oh boy.
Good luck.
You're about to go insane just from this one detect thought.
Hence my good
Probably.
luck.
You read the surface thoughts of this individual, and are flooded with the absolute inner monologue of a madman.
Yeah, with the inundation of bullshit.
It's
Do I collect any worthwhile information?
Damn it.
nothing different than what he's already vocally said.
But I would at least be able to confirm, past the kind of shouting whisper that he is in fact here to just rob us.
He does not appear to be there to rob you. There is no
gosh.
inner thought process about robbing. Yes.
Seeing how he just said to himself, take the pages and go, and now he's turning to go, do I still have the pages?
You still have the other pages, yes.
I have all the pages that I previously had?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like it if you left now.
Okay.
Orca leans in and looks at everyone and just kind of whispers, "Who the hell was that?"
A thief. And not a very good one.
Okay.
What an
Okay.
excellent prison escapee.
apparently he had help.
I wonder who helped him.
Face me.
That's. You're joking right now when you say that, right?
It's not relevant.
Back to the conversation we were having.
Exactly.
Damn it. Shit.
I,
Burgundy, come back. No.
I think maybe we should take this conversation on the road.
Like
In a
said
minute.
earlier.
Oh, okay. Ren just like kind of like gets smaller hearing Hayden. Now he's
You,
kind of upset.
Cantor, as Rob begins to slip out of earshot, you hear him whisper, "I guess I didn't want him."
Do I hear this too?
Oh,
Didn't
Hayden,
want him
yes.
or
I have
didn't
to say-
want him?
Yeah.
Yes.
What if he had pages to give us?
Did he say he didn't want them or he didn't
Yep.
want them?
Mel Isley is just like, yep, and like flings herself up because she was definitely still sitting on the floor. And like, Rod, honey, wait,
It's fine. I'm leaving.
no,
I just,
listen,
I wanted to help.
no, and we love and appreciate the help. Elias is just
I don't
touchy
even want
sometimes.
to be
Come on,
here
it's
anymore.
okay.
You guys made your point.
Wait, Burgundy, come back. I'll give you back the hairpin. You might need it
I don't
again.
want it. You guys are mean.
Burgundy, I wasn't mean. I like you. I helped you escape.
The one of them was drawing their sword, and everybody else.
He always draws her sword. She really loves her sword.
I mean,
Honestly,
what's
she
threatening
normally
to
You're
do?
being mean.
I
I
know, and
didn't
Elias
say
is
a
sometimes
thing.
just really mean to everybody, including me. It's okay.
I still have half a
It
muffin.
is to get out of there.
Do you want half of my muffin? It's really good.
No, I just wanted a friend.
It's
You
okay.
have-
I'll be your friend. It's okay. Come
I
here.
don't want it anymore. My
What do you-
feelings are hurt. And one of them said I was a bad thief.
Is his voice like not getting farther away? Is he?
He is
Do
just getting
this-
farther away.
Oh, okay.
Well, you guys are technically keeping pace with him. but-
Yeah, I went after him at least. So
Yeah, I'm with Mel. I'm like, wait, no, Burgundy, come back.
Orca sticks her head out of like the little enclave and says, "Just grab them and come back."
oh, you made
You're not
friends.
helping.
he takes off flying away.
Okay,
God
well.
damn it.
God damn it.
I tried.
Don't forget about me, Burgundy.
I'll miss you.
Me too.
She looks
Christ.
at Elias. You had
Send
to
me
be
a
mean to the
letter.
bird.
Send me a letter if you
'cause
need
I
help
was
getting out of
totally the
prison.
only person here. He had a problem with Miss draws her sword and everything.
I draw my sword at everyone. If a rabbit pulled up, if a hair-gone child pulled up, and I would have drawn my sword.
Yeah, like
Okay,
he
we
knows that.
Probably keep moving.
Josh, can I look around and see if maybe Burgundy accidentally just dropped any pages, if he had any?
Sure. Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Nice! Hey, 13! Lucky 13!
Yeah, you guys do not see any drop pages from,
Alright.
Yeah,
from
I
Rob
did.
Burgundy.
So, but
Also,
Alright.
I want to say this, out of character. I actually did not say she drew her sword,
Oh, I know.
but it's funny that we both were just like.
I mean,
"It's
he
you."
might have been following us and waiting for the right time, and he saw you do it multiple times.
He's an odd little fellow. Anyway, Mel and I head back to the group.
Expected you to do it at this point.
I mean, again, I'm totally fine with saying that I've done it, but I just think it's funny.
well,
Are you all done with the distraction then?
he had pages.
Red goes back to shrinking down, like, oh, he's so angry.
It's like, bro, are you okay? You seem a little heated.
He'll probably be back eventually.
Which is why we should start moving regardless.
We still haven't addressed the biggest problem yet.
We can address it on the road. I don't like
No, we
sitting here.
can't.
Okay, it's just let him. Let's just get on with it. Go ahead.
Ren,
Ain.
you've got this power. You were able to get at least part of the Summer Queen's power. You know where the rest of it is.
Well, I don't know. I don't have any of it anymore. I stuck it
Well,
all
you
in
know
there.
where it is.
Yep.
Then why did you make a deal with the book?
Didn't really make a deal with the book.
Stop deflecting and answer the fucking question.
Well, because I would probably need something to actually go back and get the Summer Queen's power. If I just went back as is, it'd probably still roast me from the inside out.
And we weren't good enough for that?
I wasn't gonna... I don't know, okay? My whole life it's just been me. Not used to having people around that actually want to, they don't just hate me for being me. People have always wanted something from me when they've,
You want to know what we wanted? Companionship and trust. And I feel cheated out of that arrangement.
Ren's ears get like super drooped and just like
Now, as soon as this thing happened, I can see that thing's soul in you. I can see it slowly consuming your soul. And I found a way to fix it. And he didn't trust me, and now here we are.
it's not that I didn't trust you, Hayne. It's I don't do very well with the idea of somebody going and clawing something out of me. Okay, and at the time, originally, when I was dying, when I could definitely tell it was trying to kill me, well, I would have let the, ripping happen because, well, I would have rather that than die. But then I managed to get it to stop trying to kill me. So then the dying no longer really became the prime focus, and then all you kept telling Rodolfo was like, no, do it. And I was like, no, don't do it. And you said, no, you're going to have it done. And it freaked me out. It's not that I didn't trust you or any of you. It was just I don't do well with... I wasn't ready. I didn't know that was what it was going to be. I'm sorry. It wasn't...
So I guess I don't mean to interrupt here. I just want to throw in another thought.
I love when Elias just... I'd like to imagine Elias's head pokes into frame. Like, hey, so I just want to quick...
Every time, yeah.
That's just how I imagine it in my mind. And coming into frame for some reason.
So...
I mean, it's probably not inaccurate, to be fair.
No, it's probably not. So you had an issue, obviously, with this thing when it posed an immediate threat to you. But when that immediate threat was removed, you no longer felt it was an issue. How do you know that it doesn't still pose a threat to you just because that threat is no longer immediate its effects aren't being immediately felt?
I'm not... Okay, listen. I might do things sometimes that are off the cuff, okay? I'm not blind to my own actions, alright? But I'm not an idiot. Okay, I know that what I have inside of me isn't exactly sunshine and rainbows.
I guess it's just like the point of my question is like that thing was posing an immediate threat to you and could have killed you in the state that it was in, but now it's not in that state. But when it was in that state, you were like, yes, get it the fuck out. But now that it's not, you don't feel that way anymore. But it's like, what if we get like the thing is, the issue that I'm seeing here is you don't know when or if it could go back to just being that again. And if it does go back to being that, we no longer are in the immediate vicinity of someone who can just fix it. Like, and I think that's where a lot of where, like, Haynes' problem is coming from here, is we don't understand the nature of what it is that it now resides inside of you, and were it to war against you in that manner again, we don't have necessarily a means of just stopping it from just, again, like you described with the Queen's power, burning you out from the inside.
Yeah, but that was instantaneous. This is like, it's smaller.
What
Her
if it
thing
stops
was-
being smaller?
In
Well,
fact,
then-
it's actually gotten bigger.
They say that's I think that's the point that he's trying to get at here that I feel like you may be missing. Either that or you're intentionally avoiding it.
I'm not
know.
intentionally avoiding it, all right? Look, you know what? Here, we can solve this this is a very simple solution. All right, we already have a contingency plan for one member of the party. So guess what? Now we simply have two. This isn't new.
I just like I don't savor the idea of because you took this gamble, I might have to, or one of us might have to one day put you down like a sick animal. You know, when that could have been avoided. Like, we don't know that this thing has actually really any tangible benefit to you.
My plan was to just take it out once I could do it myself, because then that way I can trust myself to not hurt.
I
All
get
right.
it.
Then we'll watch it. And the moment that you have gained enough power to
That was
take it
my
out yourself,
Plan.
we're going to do it.
That was my plan the whole time. We just never had a chance. We've been busy. We haven't had a
Look,
chance to talk
Well,
about
here
it.
we are talking about it.
Well, I just like look.
Is this
I
agreed on then?
Well, it's like, look. I get tensions are raised right now. I get clearly he's upset. I'm not upset with you. Like, I don't want. This is none of my business, quite frankly. I'm presenting these thoughts to you because I just want to know that you've considered these things from these
Yes,
angles.
Elias. I know that the thing I have inside of me is safe. Like I said, it was my plan the whole time. So we had a chance to talk about it. Was going to be that I was going to, say that as soon as I could do it myself, I would do it right away. No questions, no comments, nothing.
Well, I guess we'll just hope that there's still some of yourself left when you get to that point. And with that, Hayden starts walking.
Yeah, I want to go get Maribeth Roswell, and then we'll get going.
I'm gonna do another full perception check around us just to make sure we're still alone.
Okay. You feel still alone.
Orca comes up behind Ren and just hugs her.
So what do you actually want to be called, though?
My name is Ren. You can call me Ren.
But do you want us to?
As long as you don't say it in a condescending tone like my mother did, then it's fine.
I don't think I could if I wanted to.
Ren's a pretty name.
Thanks. Me and all my siblings are bird themed.
Oh, so that's what a Ren is a bird?
Mm-hmm. My name, in its long form, if you translate it into,
Oh, I love those type of birds.
it's Wren. It's little bird of the seasons is effectively what.
Oh, that's adorable.
Sounds very sweet.
Yeah, my mother gave it to me before she hated me.
I don't like your mother. Like, I would actually like to fight your mother.
Let's not do that.
You would like to fight a lot of people, though. I'd just like to point that out.
So remind
Violence
me,
is
where
how
were
I show I
these
care.
disciples that we're going to go find?
2
Pardon?
days out?
Oh yeah,
days out?
we're 2 days away from them now.
So yeah, but they were to the east. There's
Yeah, in the green square on the map.
All right.
Ren spends the entire walk that we do today staring at Haynes' back. Just like, that's it.
Like a puppy. Sad, sad puppy.
Very sad. So sad. It's droopy ear sadness today.
So,
You do so.
in case we run into more situations like that, are you going to continue to hide yourself because now the whole group has been recognized by somebody, and since somebody did get away, it's possible they can inform others? So are you still going to continue to hide yourself, or
I mean,
I'm just
yeah,
curious
I
what
have
we're going to be doing.
I have the
I could make you a
opportunity.
mask.
I can disguise myself. I can also disguise the entire group should we, get into a pickle. So
A
Interesting.
pickle.
Do you have like specific forms for each of us, or is it just like a random thing?
hang on, let me double check.
I don't even want to know what she's going to turn me into.
I said I'll disguise myself in my own way, personally.
Well, yeah, but I can. Do you have disguise self? Like the spell?
No, but I can make myself an outfit that.
Yeah,
will-
no. What I have
in
a
that
spell
way.
to instantaneously make the entire group look different, so we won't have to sit there and give you time to make a costume.
Yeah, no, I can just make the costume on my own time and have it prepared. I don't like being magically altered in that way.
All right, I'll exclude you from the spell.
And what he doesn't see is Cantor just use his minor illusion to give Elias bunny ears, so he doesn't even notice it. But
If he
Ren
did,
does.
he'd be rather upset with you.
You don't even notice it. It's the only one that'll
I
see
said
it.
if he did.
Then I just look over and I just shoot her a wink.
Small smile. It doesn't last long enough, though. We go back to being sad again.
And then I'll dismiss the bunny ears once she turns away. Alright, so moving along the path, or the woods, or whatever the hell this is.
Camping. Yay.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would want to do during travel?
No, this is awkward now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No.
I'll just sit on somebody's shoulders and keep doing my perception thing as I always do.
1 day later.
Yeah. Radar dish. Cantor.
Our dish Cantor.
All right. In that case, you finish traveling for the day. You take your long rest. Everybody gains benefits. Not that you need it. And it is now Monday.
For the record, I just want to make this clear now so that I don't ever have to hear about this again. I give Orca her armor.
Thank you. Goal done. Orca immediately sheds like the old heavy armor, just like really quickly, and just immediately puts the new armor on and just starts just like modeling it.
Nice.
Yes. It looks amazing. And then she goes and gives him a big hug.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Now that we're back to this mood, we wake. There's no meditation in the world. that's helping this situation. Ren is winter when she wakes up today.
Yeah.
There's no escaping that one.
No.
Hayne is mad at her worst dad.
And we just got you out of winter.
I know. We worked so hard.
And it was because of you went into winter.
Listen, it's fine. Actions have consequences.
You know what? That's fair enough.
I know it is. Anyways.
Wow, this is man, the tension's really up the whole notch.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm trying to remember where the fuck I drew the line for the conclave land.
Ooh, that's true. Nobody hurt the trees.
I think we'd just be in it as of like today, if I'm remembering right. Because it was
Probably.
just before Nevaeh and
Yeah, it was a little
you are
before.
just outside of it.
just as okay, I couldn't.
Yeah, technically,
It was
the,
really damn fucking close. That's for sure.
it comes down to like right there.
Yeah. Is it? I thought it was down a little. Okay, yeah.
Because it didn't hit cut their square.
Oh, okay, yeah. What did these guys die from again?
We don't know.
No, are
They're
they?
not-
They're not
they're
dead.
missing.
We are determining their status.
Yeah.
We assume they are dead, but we don't know.
I'm assuming dead.
They just have not
Find
come
out.
back.
We'll find out
I'm
tomorrow.
hoping they're not.
I'm assuming undead.
Ooh.
I'm hoping they're dead.
You know, another option is stuck in a godling's little haha funny trap. That's an option. That'd be funny.
So, are we gonna make some sort of strategy to make sure we don't get got like right in the beginning, or what are we gonna do? Just walk in?
I mean, we don't even know what we're dealing with, so.
We have to assess
mean-
the situation before we do anything.
Yeah.
And we won't know until we get there, so any planning we do isn't really useful.
Well, there can be some planning that can be useful. If you see something that's out of place, let other people know. If you hear things that don't seem normal, let other people know. If you start getting odd or strange thoughts out of nowhere, you could say something. There is some things we can do. I don't know if it's going to be something we can run into physically or if it's something that can affect us mentally. I'm just saying mentally we should be at least a little prepared for whatever craziness we're about to find.
Mm.
Just as a precaution, honestly. So does everybody agree with that, or does anybody else have any other things that can add to it?
I was just gonna suggest we all have a buddy in case, like, how many of us can heal? Something happens, we all have a buddy that we touch and heal immediately. If anything,
I mean, I feel like buddy system's kind of standard at this point. But yeah.
Buddy system. Okay, so that means nobody solo.
yeah, exactly. Do not leave your buddy behind. Orca then just taps Elias on the shoulder. Here's my buddy.
All right, that works for me.
Ren, may I sit on your shoulders so I can do some looking out while we're walking? And I could also be your buddy, if you're willing.
She's giving you a little nod.
Yay, uppies.
I hold on to Cantor in front of me and am squishing him as an emotional stuffy right now.
Too tight. Too tight.
She lets go a little bit. Sorry.
Yes. I suppose then it would make the most sense for Mel and I, and then Hain and Trig, then, yeah?
Sure.
Unless you want to break that into something else.
Hain and Trig can speak to each other more easily than anyone else really can. Seems to make the most sense.
You can see Trig is just kind of looking between Hain and everybody else, and then he just gives a thumbs up.
That's fair, yeah.
Ren has decided that today she's going to try and do her best to just not look at Hain because it makes her feel worse. So now she's actively trying to avoid looking at him, and it's harder.
It's all fine.
Oh yeah, we're great.
It's all fine. If you just don't think about any of it, it's fine.
Orca's now just spending time just like dancing around in her armor with Elias and just like liking the flexibility and how it feels. She's having a good time.
Always
I
glad
start
to see that.
walking. I start walking with Cantor at the front of the group because if I put myself behind Hain, it's too hard to not look. So she's like, "All right, solution."
I'm just doing a full scan as we go. Just taking in everything, looking for anything out of the ordinary. And that's my roll for the day.
Anybody else got anything else they want to do? You still have a day of travel before the site.
Cry.
Crying's a free action.
Nice. I free action cry for 8 hours of walking. No joke.
Hell yeah.
Free action comforter while we walk.
Yeah, free action cry for 8 hours and then just collapses at the end of it.
Cantor will definitely hear her like sniffling though. It's a rough day.
And every now and then he'll just tell you, "Look, it's okay. It'll just give him some time. Just give him some time."
It's never gonna be fine again.
They lost some trust in you. They just need to get that. They need some time so they can get that trust back.
I don't have time, Cantor.
Yes, you do. You're with us. You'll be fine. We're here for you, even though they may not say it. I've still got your back. You know that.
He squishes you a little too hard again.
Ow.
Sorry.
It's okay. Remember, I've got your back. I made you that promise. I do not intend to break it.
Okay.
And he'll just give you a nice big hug.
What if he never talks to me again? It's
He'll
just
talk
a dramatic.
to you. It's fine.
It is 8 hours of just that. Of just like utter like
8 hours of essentially dramatic teenage girl catastrophizing.
kind of, yeah,
And
pretty
the
much.
best one to control that would be Cantor, knowing that he has a daughter that's on her way
He has
there.
a daughter and also is a plushie. He does not have any bones to break if she needs to squeeze him as hard as possible.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it still doesn't hurt.
No, she wouldn't squeeze you that hard.
Listen, it's fine. If you take any bludgeoning damage, you can just squeak out of it.
What am I gonna like fucking Batista bomb Cantor into the ground? Like, what the fuck?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Like it.
Is squeezing, is that considered?
If it was hard enough to hurt you, yeah.
Yeah, it's not slashing and it's not piercing, so it would be bludgeoning.
So then I would bounce, or I would literally squirt out of her hand.
Yeah. That's what I said. Squeak out.
Yeah, he would just be like, "Wee."
So now I'm not just like a plushie. I'm like a wet rubber ducky.
Yeah.
Anyways. I think the reigning silence is a no, Captain. There's nothing further.
Okay, next day. You awaken on the day of travel that you are expected to arrive at the campsite.
Nice descending order you got going on here, Joe.
Yeah, I've noticed
I
that.
like it.
Well, I've got a crying elf in my ear, so.
Yes.
Pluto, stop.
Pluto, continue.
Shut up.
What is Pluto doing?
Digging at
Being a
the
shit.
garage door.
Being a shit.
Yeah.
I imagine we have some traveling to do before we find the camp. I imagine we didn't just like land at their camp.
Yes. Yeah, as I stated, you awaken on the day that you expect to arrive there.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear that part.
I mean,
It's a quiet morning. The sun is beginning to come out.
Is Bambi about to jump out and prance around?
Hard to say.
Damn.
not while you have your sword out.
Oh, he might be stuck. Shit.
No. Your son did a dumb.
Honey. No, baby.
He does tend to do that.
Come here.
He is a little ooped.
Why are you crying?
Just a little bit.
I guess we start looking for camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of my perception for the day.
Looking for signs of camp.
Looking for signs of anything out of the ordinary.
What the fuck?
All right, perception checks.
Yeah, something that makes us go, what the fuck? Probably is out of the ordinary.
No, my perception check.
No, I know.
I'm making mine at disadvantage because that just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I've already rolled mine, so.
You know, that's
Unless Josh
fitting.
wants me to make another one.
No, you're good.
Okay.
The natural one, I think, fits perfectly right now.
Kind of does.
Trig, always on point.
Trig knows what's up.
Exactly.
Trig's just in the back. Trig's just with hanging, just mentally going, God damn kids.
What's funny is I actually already rolled another roll for Trig to myself on accident, and it was a natural 20.
Trig is always standing on business.
I can't perceive camp because I can only perceive Hane being mad at me.
You can only perceive the pain in your soul.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Me and Wolf rolled the exact not the exact same, but we got the same outcome.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right. You guys glance around. You don't see signs of camp anywhere. It is several hours of traveling later that you start to notice foot tracks going in the direction eastward. It's a set of two pairs, so you can assume it's people you're looking for.
Although we were looking for 3, weren't we?
Yes,
Oh.
three.
Three.
Oh,
There was one off to the side in the.
Yeah. So
Quite different.
is there 3 sets of foot
There's
tracks? Or
3
is there
sets
still
of foot
only
tracks.
2? Okay.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if this is a God forgetting or God trying to
I
gaslight.
forgot I did rule of 3 for this one.
Yeah.
So
Are they like fresh?
no.
Are they like super old?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're
Just a few days.
they're a couple days old, but they're not fresh.
Cool.
And you guys follow them to the best of your ability, and eventually you come across a campsite.
I cast mage armor on myself once we get to camp.
Fair.
Yeah,
Once
always
you
a
get
good
to
idea.
camp or before camp?
Like once
When we
we
see camp?
once we see camp, once I see that we see camp, when someone points out camp to me.
All right. Sounds
When-
good to me.
When the camp camps is when she casts mage armor.
All right. So you guys notice camp. You cast your mage armor. The first thing you notice about camp is that there doesn't appear to be anybody there.
Swear to God. Sorry,
And
Pluto dumb.
Pluto dumb. Go ahead.
Pluto dumb.
and you approach, and it's as you approach, Hayne, you're the first one to notice the foul sight in the air, as it appears that there's a stench overlooming the camp.
Ooh.
Smell vision.
Like the scent of death, or
Yes.
Oh.
I mean,
Lovely.
considering we're also dealing with undead, that's not necessarily a sign we're going to find them dead here, but it's not a
Right.
good sign regardless.
yeah, but it's more than like just the general death that comes with like the forest.
It is not the scent of undeath.
Okay.
It is just death.
Wookie!
Yeah, as we get to the camp, Hayne just unprovoked just says, "Someone died here."
That's lovely.
Then I suppose maybe...
You guys take a quick glance around, and you do see remnants of a body.
Is there anything still here at the camp?
Not standing.
Uh,
They
Is
use
it-
a log as a bench. That
Okay.
log is damaged.
okay.
It looks like sharp objects were stuck into it before being pulled out. One spot is cracked. It essentially looks like the log split down the middle,
Okay.
and there's a blunt indent on the edge of it.
So it looks like signs of a struggle.
Signs of a definite struggle. The corpse that you find isn't so much a corpse as it is
Discrete pieces, one.
pieces of a body. Yes, all over the campsite.
Are there any signs of like? Oh my God, child. Who would have attacked, or is it just like strange footprints, extra footprints?
Make
under
a
the sword?
survival check.
Ooh. Okay. Hold on.
Cantor, can you still do detect magic at will?
Trig will help to give Mel advantage.
Oh
Okay.
yes, please. Ooh, child! I swear to. I
Yes,
still
I would
pressed it wrong.
absolutely use detect magic.
It's fine.
I can still do that at will.
It's fine.
Okay.
That's
With
technically correct.
with an 18, you look around the campsite. You don't see any signs of anybody coming into the camp, but you do see two sets of footprints leaving the camp.
Oh.
Anything from detect magic?
Detect magic reveals nothing.
Nice.
Yeah, I got nothing.
How... Is there any way to tell how the body was torn apart?
Make a medicine check.
I think I'm gonna need it. Hold on, I gotta check something. I get advantage on... that's investigation checks, not medicine checks. Shit. Which is weird, because it's investigation checks to determine the fate of creatures from bloodstains and remains, which is just a medicine check, generally.
Yeah,
That's
I'd say you can do either because you have that ability.
okay. I mean, I think either way it's the same because I'm not proficient in either one. It was more of if the... Oh, no, I'm proficient in medicine. Never mind. And then the 1d4. 18.
18? Okay.
One more than you had.
It takes a second.
That's true.
As you have to kind of scour the remains for some that are intact enough to decode the mystery. Physical brute force.
Brute force via tools/weapons or via
Hands.
raw ripped apart. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's awful.
Even though there were clear signs of... Yeah, I guess the campsite surrounding, like, do those also appear to be consistent? Well, no, because they're slash marks. So it would be claws. Or weapons. Yeah, I guess looking up at Hane and Mel, just do either of you see anything spectral?
Oh yeah, what Spook Vision is telling us.
Spook Vision is telling you there's a few people here.
Yeah, okay.
One of them is sitting on the log. Appears to be eating breakfast. And they just kind of in their piece.
So it's not Lupin, it's just a dude existing.
Just a dude existing.
Cool. Neat. Hi, friend. Do you know what happened here? Nope. Yes?
That's alright, I didn't realize you were speaking to me.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Death happened here.
Yeah. Yeah. But how death is kind of more what I'm wondering.
Oh.
Yeah.
This individual,
Mm-hmm.
the scattered remain one, was ripped
yeah.
apart by their two friends.
By their two friends?
Mm-hmm. Actually, hardly stood a chance.
Do you know... Did you see why?
No. No, I was minding my own business. Eating my breakfast. As I'm doing right now.
Looks delicious. I understand.
Thanks, it's tasteless.
Yeah, I've heard that. I really love how everyone else just hears by his two friends. Yeah, it looks delicious, totally. Do you know if they had like found something weird that caused the sudden change? Or were you just
Not
eating
sure.
breakfast?
Eating breakfast. I try not to listen to other people's conversations too much. Listening to outside voices tends to drive people insane around here.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Do you know if there are any who would have seen what caused the change?
No.
Okay.
Not
Well,
many people around here.
that's fair. Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate the help.
Do you have anything tastier than this bland, spiritual nothing?
Nothing that you could actually eat.
fuck?
Yeah.
His existence is doomed.
Yeah. Sorry. She'll just turn back to the group. Yeah, the two other people of the group tore the third one apart.
Why?
Great question.
They're probably hallucinating because of the mist.
That could be.
They hadn't gotten
yeah.
to the mist yet, I thought.
Well, this was their base camp.
Oh, you're right.
Is the one you're seeing the one that was torn apart?
I don't. Were you seeing the one that was being torn apart, or? I would assume not, because the spirit you were seeing sounded male and said
it
that
sounded like male.
it was a
He said-
lady that was ripped apart.
That's why I just
Was
wanted
it?
to clarify.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bystander spirit.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm so sorry, man. What's your name? I'm Mel.
Mel, pleasure. My name's Bartholomew the Sixth.
Bartholomew the Sixth. Wonderful. Yeah, Bartholomew was eating breakfast and doesn't like to listen to other people's conversations, so we don't know why.
Oh, yeah, that could be.
Just the how.
Does he know
It
how
could-
long ago it happened?
Bartholomew, how long ago did this happen? Do you know?
Well, this is my third time eating breakfast in this spot since, so
3 days?
your guess is as good as mine.
How long does it normally take you to get through breakfast?
About an hour.
3 hours.
I only have breakfast once a day.
Okay, so 3 days. Okay, yeah, neat.
Yeah, if it was 3 hours, just looking over the body, this would still be wet.
Listen, I don't know. I'm just here.
I know. I'm just saying.
Hey, Josh.
Hey.
Because it's been so long since we talked to Rodolfo.
Someone died.
Someone did die.
Joshua. Yeah.
Joshua died? I don't know. Because it's been so long, when, I guess, like, how long behind schedule did Rodolfo said his assistants were that he wanted us to go look for him? Because he
They
told
had-
us about it 4 days ago, which would mean this all happened after he told us about it.
Yes. Yeah, he wanted you to go look for them out of worry, because they had been out for more than a week.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
they haven't been out here incredibly long, but
Maybe they
So-
just spent too much time in the ruins then, if they were able to get back here before they went crazy.
yeah. There would also, I mean, it looks like part of this was weaponry, but the dismembering was definitely by hand. There were no tools involved. This is all brute strength, which seems to lend some credence to the idea that there's definitely some loss of mental state here. Somebody that has access to an axe is going to rip apart the body by hand. Significantly more effort.
I'd like to look, like, any belongings on the body or, like, elsewhere in the
Around.
camp.
Yeah, that was gonna be. I was waiting too for that to see if they have
Make-
like any notebooks or anything.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm gonna borrow Haynes.
Will he let you?
He.
I
I
didn't-
just,
I was
I
gonna
just
say,
mimic it.
I was gonna say, I don't think I have a choice.
It's just a
I
mimic,
couldn't
yeah.
remember.
I just mimic it. It's not a.
Are we
as long as
rolling
it's-
separately, or...
Yeah, you can roll separate.
Okay.
Well, I'd imagine.
Would you even take my advantage?
Yeah, I was like, I'd imagine that Hayne doesn't want to help Ren, and Ren is not wanting to get anywhere close to Hayne, so.
She's like, he hates me. He'll never want my help.
All right, then.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Hayne, you find a couple of daggers spread throughout the camp that are buried under objects that seem to have been tossed, or the hilt of one sticking out of a nearby tree trunk. There are also the shattered remains of a small sword, short sword, that appears to also be scattered throughout portions of the camp.
All right. Does the body have anything on it that seemed like it was like a keepsake of the person? Seeing how I don't think we can really take the body with us if we're going deeper into the forest. At least some.
No.
Yeah. I'm just looking for like something to take back to Rodolfo that like some kind of funeral rites could be done on, like a trinket or something.
You would find a necklace. It wouldn't be on the body, but you would find it.
Yeah, I don't think this body's in
That's fair.
enough repair to have something on it.
Okay. I guess I didn't realize how dismembered the body was.
Very, very dismembered.
Got
I'm
it.
trying so hard to avoid the gross dismemberment and everything that I'm only on like the super outskirts of camp, which is why I find nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Explains the 11.
Yeah, I was thinking Wolfhard is trying to collect it to put it in one place so that people don't have to look at it if they don't want to.
Yeah, every time she looks inward, she's like, ugh.
Orca just kind of leans like right next to like whatever the remains of the body is, and she just kind of looks at it as if she's investigating, but she just sees dead body.
Corpse chunks.
Yep, that's a dead body, all right.
She's processing torn apart. She's looking at the mist. She's just in this moment like, this is not good.
Bad news, gang. She's dead.
Yeah, the mist. We're still like a good week out.
Well, she's processing like if we had to go
The
further
direction
into
of
the
it.
mist. She's
Yeah.
kind of sitting here just like processing, looking at everyone, being like, okay, so who would tear me apart? Who could easily tear me apart?
Who could easily tear me apart? Yeah, as Wolfhard walks by with more pieces of this body.
Oh wow, look at that.
You see her. You see him. You see as he passes by, she's watching, and her eyes just widen. She kind of just caresses her sword.
The two sets of footprints that are going away from camp. Do they go back to? Are they going towards the mist, like towards in the direction of like where we know?
One of them is. The other one is going south.
Oh.
Like towards Three Oaks.
Towards Three Oaks. Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
All right, who wants to split the party?
Never fucking together for round two.
Well, I guess now that I've got most of this collected, does anyone determine if they're going the same direction or?
No, one's going towards the mist, one's going towards Three Oaks.
Can we tell if some footprints are bigger or smaller than the others? Does it look like there's a gate, like one of them was injured or something like that? Anything discerning that we can tell from said
good one.
footprints?
They both appear to be injured in some capacity.
Okay.
Probably from the fight with their companion that they
Yeah, well,
apart.
considering a whole short sword was shattered, like there was some
serious strength.
Yeah, some strength going on.
I think we can probably leave the Three Oaks person to the people in Three Oaks.
I suppose their guards are effective, but at the same time,
They're effective against living people.
I worry a bit more about what might happen with this individual heading towards Three Oaks as opposed to the mist.
I'm inclined to agree with Wolfhard.
That's what I honestly. Unless anybody else wants to go east.
No,
We'll have to head there eventually, but
for the first
some
trek, that is.
Yeah, just kind of looking back in the general direction. Something that is willing to do something like that. I don't exactly want that coming across the civilian populace, if we can prevent it from doing so.
I agree.
Yeah, so towards civilization.
Yeah.
Off the Three Oaks, folks.
3 folks, Oaks.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Back
So
to the
everybody
beginning one
can
last
go
time.
ahead and
Yeah.
make a survival check.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Who has survival I can borrow?
Me.
Trig.
Yeah, Mel, me, Trig.
There are people. That's good.
Yeah. You've got people that aren't Hane.
Oh boy.
My
As you
roll
can
is
clearly
16.
see.
Are we
Yep.
all rolling survival checks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gave guidance to myself, so it's a 16.
Nice.
In case you didn't hear me, Josh, I had to restart my computer. So if you could roll mine for me, I'd appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
I also accidentally pressed 2, which that's fine.
It's fine. Yours is a
That's the
13.
one.
I mimic Mel's survival because I assume Trig also is mad at me. Like-
you assume that Trig is mad at me, and you just feel like Wolfhard is just mad in general.
Yeah, she's like, Wolfhard and I haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. We definitely have things to talk about. And I haven't had a chance to really talk to Hayden about it. We definitely have things to talk about. I'm just like, man.
Obviously, the bubbly delight of the day is our favorite spooky child, Mel.
I'm like, you know what? Mel's not mad at me. I'll take Mel.
Oh. Mel gets it.
Mel turns around. Fuck you, Ren.
Wow. She's
No,
actually
that'd
the
be
angriest.
funny.
She's just the best at hiding it.
I wake up. I'm just being scabbed. I'm like, Mel, what happened?
Brutus, no!
You lie! You lie!
Anyways.
For the sake of brevity in the situation, because I assume you guys are going as quickly as you can to catch up to this individual.
Correct.
Yeah.
It takes you 2 days
Okay.
to get to
Okay.
where you feel like you're approaching them, as you can tell by the tracks that they have slowed down significantly.
Yeah, are the tracks like degrading over time, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't want to re-click all the buttons at the same time again. I cast Mage Armor again. When I feel like we're getting close.
Understandable.
The 11th of the month now.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh boy, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Well, better wrap this up. It's Cantor's birthday tomorrow.
Jesus.
Happy early birthday, Cantor.
Happy early birthday, you're hunting down.
Yeah, in case we all die, happy early birthday.
What is ostensibly just a zombie.
I'm just
Or-
wondering if I'll live
or
to see
something
my
worse.
birthday.
Yeah, fair.
Red
Understandable.
War Jump. I like the name.
Yeah.
I was like, what do I put here? Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Alright. And now you may make perception checks or investigation checks.
Oh no, it's my perception, my investigation are the same, because I'm not proficient in either.
Yeah, I'm
23.
Yes!
Okay, come on, give me something in perception.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Really good perceptions today. Holy crap.
I finally figure out how to not.
Orca sees nothing.
Orca sees your sword. There's a fleck of dirt on the sword. Clean, clean, clean!
She's not anal about it. That's Ren. She's just like, she's got both of her swords in her hand. She's just looking at the sunlight against them.
Jesus.
Alright. It does not take you all long to track down the person you've been following, as they appear to be resting up against the side of a tree, holding at their one of their hands at their side. They are breathing heavily.
So they're not undead because they're breathing.
No.
Unless they're really good at faking it, like Trig.
Well,
Unless they're either really good at faking it, or they're just like on the cusp of undeath, where they're still like going through the process of breathing despite not needing to.
well,
I'm ready to cast a spell if things get dangerous.
It might be for the best, though. Just in case.
yep. Mel approaches, stops 5 feet away, and just kind of crouches down.
Yeah, I'll stay behind her just in case.
Good.
I keep Cantor and I at a distance for optimal spellcasting.
Yeah.
Orca's got her swords out.
Hayne and Trig
Surprise.
both have a bead on the person.
This dude so much as twitches erroneously, and he's going to get eviscerated.
He looks up at you, Mal.
I'd like to activate my specialize before we go into this. Where's
Okay.
my specialize? There's my specialize. So I have 60 more feet of dark vision, and I can see invisibility for the next hour.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anyways, he looks at me.
Yeah, he looks at you and like partially reaches up a hand and just says, "Are you an angel come to collect me?"
No, but I can help. And she just like puts her hand on his foot. Where is it?
Cure wounds.
Yeah.
First level.
Huh?
The first level spell.
I couldn't find it on my sheet for a second because I was scrolled up too far. Ryan.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you cast
just
Cure
reminding you.
Wounds, and
Come
you
on.
see he wreathes in pain as it looks like your spell is not healing him; it is hurting him. As
Where'd
you
go and play
see
in?
portions of his skin around where he's holding the wound begin to rot away.
Oh.
Oh,
So, would you go
he's a
and
little
find?
more undead than we thought.
Yep,
Mhm.
find and go play in. Hmm?
We didn't play in anything.
So how'd this all come about?
I was stabbed by a dagger.
I'm guessing one of your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what made them stab you?
I don't have any idea.
Was it just one of them that turned against you?
No, they both did.
Did they say anything?
No. They were going at each other for a little bit, and then they turned to me, started to ran, and got nicked by that blade, and it feels like it has a curse to it.
Yeah. It's more than likely definitely cursed.
I was just to watch over the camp. I don't know what they went and got themselves into, but
So you stayed back where they went to the mist?
no, we didn't go to the mist. They weren't supposed to go that far.
Where'd they go?
They were only gone a day or two.
And they came back with a dagger, I'm presuming, the one that you got cut by.
Apparently, I don't remember anybody bringing it with.
You didn't see anything else they came back with?
No, they didn't show me anything.
What did the dagger look like?
I didn't really get a glimpse of it. I was trying to run away, and I only felt it.
You got cut. You got cut in the. As you were running away, you went looking at your assailants.
Yeah.
No.
Josh, the daggers that I found at the camp, none of them had like an evil aura to them. They were just
Nope.
basic daggers. Okay.
Yeah, they were all basic daggers.
Okay.
We could probably assume that the third one probably still has control of it then.
What were you guys studying? Or were we told what they were studying?
No, not exactly. And
Okay.
based on what this guy's saying, he wasn't part of the studying. He was just.
No, but he
The
would have had an
muscle.
idea in case they got hurt. Or
Yeah, I
something.
suppose. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Just 'cause
Well,
one
initially,
person's-
we came out here to study if the effects of the mist had any lingering effects on wildlife in the area. And we haven't seen anything conclusive, but at least from what I can tell.
Does anybody
Uh,
have a way of getting rid of a curse?
I'm assuming my dispel or my detect magic doesn't detect anything, does it?
Your detect magic would detect the magic around the wound.
Which is probably necromantic.
Yeah, it's necromantic.
Which
Okay.
dispel magic could potentially get rid of.
Well, I could do that if you guys are willing.
Do you want me to do it, Cantor, since you're more limited on
Yeah, that would be better.
slightly more
We
limited
have
on spell
two.
slots than I am.
I mean, Cantor does also only have to rest for an hour to get him back, but no fair.
But just in case, you never know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We only have 2 spells.
Yeah.
Sure, we're gonna
Just
have an
in
hour.
case. Yeah. Just in case, this guy bites it, and then all of a sudden, zombie fruit ambush.
Could you imagine?
I could.
Cantor,
First-person zombies.
is Cantor able to get maybe like a vibe of how strong the magic is coming off of this wound?
No,
Damn it. Alright.
that is not how it works.
I was just checking. Well, the highest I can do this is at 5. Which I guess I'll start with 3rd, just to see if it works. maybe I'll get lucky. So I will dispel magic on Homeboy's wound from super far away. I haven't gotten closer with Cantor. I am all the way back here still.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's 100, technically 180 feet I could cast it at.
You cast Dispel Magic at 3rd level, and it appears to have no effect.
No effect because it's too strong, or no effect just because no effect?
Well, if it was too strong for 3rd level, you'd still be able to make a check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, yeah.
So you would
So
be able
no,
to tell this
yeah.
is something you cannot dispel, which is fair because usually that's the purview of the remove curse spell. But I don't think any of us have it.
Darn it, let's install my other spell book.
Yeah, that's in the other book that I haven't found yet. Cantor only has how to give curses, not how to remove them.
Basically.
Yeah, but he's still waiting for that death note to fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
From my
he's got it on
position,
pre-order.
from my position far away, I'm just going like, didn't work.
Well,
I mean, we could try it maybe a higher level, but the chance of it working is pretty slim at this point, so...
Nah, it won't work. We need something to remove curse.
Josh, can I look at the wound? Does it give off anything spiritually that's different from the rest of this guy?
No.
Okay.
Off of his condition, how much longer does this guy might have to live?
He doesn't seem like he's dying.
How
He's
close to
holding it.
becoming like a legit undead?
That is difficult to tell. He doesn't appear to be turning. Nothing about him says that he's turning into a zombie.
Oh, this does not feel big enough for me to ask the thing inside me. Not doing that. Nope.
You sure?
Right.
Want to take a crack at it?
Not really, because I'm worried about if this was something much worse. Zombie. But
Right.
maybe once we're in the mist.
I think if we can get him back to Rodolfo, he might be able to take care of it. I can either take him myself, and I can get there pretty quick, or I believe, Ren, can't you take us back to the city?
Yeah, huh? She nods aggressively. Oh my god, the first time he's spoken to me in like 5 days.
Yeah, if we can. Rodolfo's probably more equipped to take care of this than us. And the faster we can get him back, the more likely it is that Rodolfo will be able to succeed at reversing whatever this is.
For safety, you guys might want to tie him up. And I put Cantor down and I start getting to work on teleport.
I was about to say, what if we teleport back and then he loses control or something happens and then he starts attacking in the city?
Wolfhart just puts a hand on his greatsword. We can take care of this.
I trust Rodolfo is strong enough to deal with what I think he's turning into.
We're going to be teleporting directly into Bard School with a bunch of just vulnerable students. So I'm not going to finish this circle until somebody ties this guy up.
That's fine. I'll do it.
Okay, and I keep going. I go back to my circle.
Yeah, it's easy enough to tie him up. He doesn't resist, so.
Mm-hmm.
Takes me 1 whole minute.
Yeah.
You do so. And you finish it.
I do.
All right, time to spend the next 10 sessions in Scalaire again.
Yay!
All right, you all pile through the teleportation circle, ending up back at the college. Congratulations, you're here.
We did it.
Yay.
You scurry through the section of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to
the
avoid a
college,
horn. I'm like,
Yeah. Navigating your way across the campus grounds out to Dr. Rodolfo's shack. Quickly.
Shack?
His house.
I mean, in comparison to the campuses, it's a shack.
Well, I guess, but...
But yeah.
His house / lab.
Basically forcing your way inside to a Rodolfo just hanging out, sipping his tea.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Basically
He's
burst your way in, and he's like, "Hey."
We found one of your assistants.
He's kind of hurt.
In a bad way.
In a bad way.
What's wrong?
Some sort
Point
of
at his aggressive wound.
some sort of necrotic curse.
All right, well, we can deal with that. And he just walks over, reaches his hand out, and goes, "Yep, there we go." As you see, the wound just.
Jeez.
What a lovely sound.
Cool. Yeah, I'll untie him and just like sit him on the ground.
Yeah, he just like lays out. He's like,
Yeah.
I already feel so much.
Passed out.
Well,
Basically.
just look at Rodolfo. That's your problem now. We still have to find your third one, who has run off probably into the mist with some sort of dagger that may have caused whatever that was.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
so
sounds bad.
we found the remains of one of your other assistants. Seems there was a bit of a struggle. Those one with the dagger seemed to have eviscerated her.
Oh,
I found this and I handed him the necklace. I was like, hopefully it's tied to her enough that you can put her to the rest.
yeah, this was hers. I should be able to with this.
What would you like us to do about the third assistant, the one that seems to have gone insane and disappeared to the east?
Well, if Meldagon becomes too much of an issue, depending on what he's doing out there, you truthfully might just have to kill him.
I have very rarely seen somebody who has done the things that this person has done and then walked them back to sanity. And if they have as much of a head start as we believe they do, which is now about a week, if by the time we get to the mist, they'll already be in the thick of it.
Well, I guess at this point, I'll give you two options. I can give you 200 gold for doing what I asked you to do. And you can risk your hide going out there from Eldagon, and truthfully doesn't seem like a very safe thing to do, and I don't know how much of a threat they'll be if they just die in the mist anyway. And I don't really want to send you on a suicide mission, personally. Or you could ignore everything I just said and go out there and risk your hide for what could be nothing.
Do you think I gesture to our group, do we seem capable enough to kill a Gorgon?
Oh, the Gorgon should be fine.
Because we already have to go into the mist for a Gorgon, so this would kind of be like a 2-for-1.
Well,
there's also the Wraith that's in the mist too that I want to look into.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, a single Gorgon you guys could probably take on. A herd of Gorgons you might stand a chance against. The Wraith in the woods? I don't know if you would stand a chance against it.
We may not necessarily have a choice if we have to brave ourselves too deep into the mist.
Tata, what have you heard about the Wraith?
Heard, I've seen it.
You've seen it?
It hangs out near the ruins. It protects something there, but whatever it is, I haven't been able to find it in my excursions to the ruins. It's easy to avoid if it doesn't sneak up on you.
Okay, so it's not actually hunting people down, it's just protecting something.
That's my understanding, yes.
Okay.
But if
That's
it does,
all I wanted to find out. I just...
yeah, if it does
If
see
it
you,
was a
it will go after you.
I
Right.
suppose that makes sense, yeah. But it's not an active threat, is I think what you were more trying to discern, Hayne.
Yes, if it was a danger to the people living nearby, it might
It
have been
doesn't.
something that's I had
It
to
needs
deal
the
with.
mist to survive. Without the mist, it'll crumble into nothing.
I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe it's protecting what's making the mist.
That's entirely possible, yeah. Especially if it's dependent upon it, having that source removed would force it either have to relocate or face destruction. And I don't imagine something like that is loath to serve something just because it holds its source of life. Or something would be loath, sorry. You know what I meant.
Although that does raise other questions. If it's being forced into servitude because it relies on the power of the ruins and the mist, perhaps if given an alternative, it might be able to shirk off its chains.
Potentially.
To elucidate you all on something really quickly. The mist in the forest is exceedingly ancient. No one really knows where it comes from except for possibly the Vieira, and they don't like to talk about it because, as far as anyone can tell, the Vieira all seem to come out of the myth. They're not really like born into being. They just kind of show up, and they all just kind of walk out of the mist.
What are the Vieira?
I was just about to ask that, yeah, what are the Vieira?
The bunny people.
Oh,
Not the Harengon, the tall ones, like the lady who runs Eichen Alpha.
Oh.
Oh. Well, maybe they'd be willing to answer some of our questions then.
I think we tried to ask them when we were in Eichen Alpha, and
Did we ask them about the mist? I thought we were asking them about other stuff.
Well, I think we also asked them about the mist, and we received no active response.
She dodged the question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Well-
they do not talk about the mist with anybody.
Seems strange that a mist that is highly associated with undeath would also bring life to me. But I guess my context might be more limited.
Are there people only in Eichen Alpha, or do they settle in other places too?
They live all throughout the Acres of the Ancients, but in their culture, it is exceedingly frowned upon to leave the forest. There are Vieira that live elsewhere, but they're, and I don't understand a whole lot about this. They have a means of communicating between one another, and they call it the voice of the wood. But if they leave the forest, I don't know what it is about being outside of it, but something about the exposure to the outside world dulls their ability to hear this voice of the forest. And so it like inherently cuts off their connection to the rest of their kin.
that's kind of terrifying, honestly.
Maybe we can find one of these people in one of the neighboring towns that are a bit more of a social pariah amongst their people, and that might be a little bit more loose-lipped when it comes to answering questions.
It's possible, but if they all also receive communications from a central source, it might be some sort of universal gag order. It's not to put your theory down, Hayne, but more not to expect anything necessarily.
Fair, but it's at least worth a try.
No, yeah, I'm not saying I don't agree with that, just making sure we're going into this without any expectation of receiving an answer.
Trust me, plenty of people have tried. No one's ever been successful. Some people believe that they actually don't know a whole lot about it themselves, but if anyone knows anything, it's them, and they're not sharing.
I mean, that could also theoretically be coincidental. Their spawning point, for lack of a better term, is also just within the mist and not necessarily correlated with the mist itself, but we wouldn't know that unless we went through the mist and found out.
No.
And-
I guess the reason I'm not too confident that we would be able to find out is because I know a guy who knows a lot about learning interesting bits of information, and he doesn't know anything about it. And if he doesn't know, then generally there's not much to know. But that's my experience. I can't say that that's necessarily gospel, but yeah, in my experience, if he don't know, then no one knows.
We could always succeed where other people have failed, but also, if this person is heading into the mist seems to take thrall of anyone that goes into it and stays there for a certain amount of time. I doubt this person is necessarily important enough to whatever sentience might be in the mist, whether it's the Wraith or something else, to be a concern. And yes, we do need to head there to hunt a Gorgon for me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we don't have to head straight there. Like we could, if we don't want to follow the tracks east of the camp, we could just check out a couple of the towns north of the mist, and see if we can find someone that knows a little bit more information. And then once we're on the north end, maybe we can just head south and come out from a different direction.
Just imagine
I just
Belle
had
right
an
now
idea.
thinking like, oh, villages to the north, you say?
I had an idea that I'd like to share, gather some thoughts on. So, I know some people who might be able to help us travel through the mist in an easier way with less risk applied to us, but it would require some work on our part. If we could, collect some of the mist, and get it, in a condensed form, I know some people that I could, send that to who might be able to analyze it and maybe potentially make us some breathing apparatus that would allow us to travel through it in a maybe not unlimited capacity, but at least a prolonged capacity without having to face danger.
How would one condense the mist?
Well, we would have to. I could probably construct some sort of apparatus to collect the mist and then condense it into a vial of sorts. I don't know how well. The important thing to focus on, I think, would be the concentration at which I do so, because it is a form of ethereal magic. If I condense too much of it, it could be dangerous to transport, which we do not want. But if we gather, at least a noteworthy sample, I could send that off to my friends, and like I said, they could take it from there and either be able to tell us, hey, there's nothing we can do, or potentially get us the gear that we need, or at least send me the schematic I would need to build the gear myself.
Wait, so the mist, the curse within the mist is airborne?
Well, not necessarily. It would be more so I'd be sending it to them so they could tell me more about it and how best to counteract it. That's why I don't know for certain that they would be able to help us with it. But
I was gonna say, it would make more sense for it to be more kind of topical to the skin, like the water and the mist just gets on your skin, and that's how you get cursed.
I'm also not necessarily opposed to going around to the north and heading from there, but from what I remember, the Gorgon horde that we were told about was somewhere around Aitnalva, so...
It's actually, to put your minds at rest a little bit here, the Curse of the Mist is neither airborne nor skin contact, it's more mental. And it starts
sort of hallucinogenic effect?
Well, it starts with the voices.
Well, we all have voices, so really,
Hey,
we're already there.
Speak for yourself.
So yeah, I don't have any
True.
voices.
You don't have voices. You have something worse. Religion.
Yeah.
Religion, the absence of a voice.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Alright.
actually, never mind.
It starts with it voices or a voice. What did you say?
Voices.
Of.
I wish I was able to tell you.
Alright, so it's more of a psychic thing.
Yeah.
Seems to be.
So what is it like in stages?
Probably.
Most likely. I
You
protect myself mentally when I go in, so I've never experienced the voices. And the apprentices were supposed to have the same protection, which makes me think that this wasn't a byproduct of the mist.
What's the protection that you do?
I cast a spell on myself to make it so that nothing can speak with me telepathically.
Was they capable of casting that spell and then refreshing it on themselves?
No, I gave them each a ring, which I see he is not wearing.
And we did not recover a ring from
Camp.
the other one that we found. So this I've already forgotten his name.
Passed out guy.
No, the
Crazy
third one.
guy. Crazy guy with the dagger.
Nope.
This person either has all three of them, or has also shed his ring, and they have all since been scattered to the wind, or potentially destroyed. Although I guess if it's a magic item, probably not.
To answer your question, Doctor, it sounds like the mist didn't affect him and cause him to do this. It sounds like it was more the influence of the dagger, because it wasn't until they got back to camp that he turned.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Very well
And
could
we
be
also-
the dagger.
And since they were only gone for a day or so, there's no possible way they could have gotten to the mist. A day or so, according to your surviving assistant.
Doctor, do you have any more of those rings?
No, I only had the 3.
Damn.
Can you charm anymore, or?
They take almost a year to make a piece.
Ah.
No, we wouldn't have. We wouldn't have time. I mean,
Have to even gather the materials for it would take a long time.
What about the spell itself?
I could cast it once, it lasts for 8 hours.
is
Only
it-
the one time?
Yeah,
How-
it would be.
How powerful of a spell is it?
It's very strong.
On a scale from 1 to 9, how powerful?
I'd say like an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I figured as much.
Yeah, I knew the spell, but that was one part has no goddamn reason to.
I just needed the number.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I just need to know. Can I mimic this? No.
Well, that's
Nope.
unfortunate.
Dang
I guess I don't really know where to go from here on this then, because
Do you know
I'm
other
not-
ways to protect oneself from that are not, so difficult to come by?
If you could find another magic item that would give you the same protection, or
What is it you need to make the ring?
to make the ring.
Yeah, you
well,
said
I
the
would.
materials were hard to come by. What are the materials?
Well, the first one I would need would be probably the hardest one to get, which would be the ice crystals from the mountain range in Rime Reach.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, great start.
That would be the most difficult ingredient
Yeah.
to get.
Why is
Well,
that?
you also
Oh,
need you need the heart core splinters from a tree on Craven Rock.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we can. Must we go on?
I think the original suggestion to go north and investigate with the other towns that surround the mist would be probably one of the better options.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can do that. Can I get the rest of the ingredients?
Oh my god.
You realize
Level
that's gonna
20,
take
last day of
months,
the
right?
campaign.
Yeah, right.
Makes the ring. Yes!
He just wants a cool ring that makes him immune to curses. So
Either way, that's
Well,
gonna take months.
the last piece of it is probably the easiest to get. You would need the blood of an
Alright.
unpure being.
Blood of a
Yeah,
what?
that I can get super easy.
Unpure being.
Ren and Wolfheart side-eye each other.
Ren,
Like what
Wolfheart
type of
himself,
unpure?
technically.
Yeah.
Trust me, between the lot of us, one of us has it. It's fine.
it's a really vague description. Like what
But
exactly
the
makes
easiest
someone
to-
unpure?
The easiest would be like a vampire.
Oh,
Elias, just go home.
I'm sure I could find
Looks
one of
down
those.
at the
It'll be
ground,
fine.
like underneath.
that was not what I thought you were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I can find it. That won't
Oh.
be an issue.
The components just say unpure. I'm sure that there's other things to fill in, but I just use vampire blood.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of those.
Impure might be more like unsanctified or.
Undead.
So, our ring aside, as this is not happening, are we
No,
going for
this
the...
isn't.
Are we gonna go chase down this last assistant?
Not.
Get our Gorgon?
It's up to you guys. Just saying, it's very dangerous out there.
I mean, it sounds like whether we do this or not, you're still willing to pay us for the work we've already done. So
I mean, all I needed you to do was find out what happened to them. I
that's true.
personally don't think he's a threat out there. He's most likely dead, so I don't see a personal point in you guys going that direction, unless you want to confirm his existence or not. I mean, Managon is most likely dead. And if he is some kind of thrall, they stick to the mist anyway, and really can only hurt people that wander into the mist against their own better judgment, I would want to say.
I
I say we cut
also.
and run as far as that's concerned. I think we take the
Yeah.
payment and we call it good.
Yeah, I also am wary of heading into a mist where it is entirely likely that should one of us fall to it, we will have to deal with that problem, and I would prefer to be on neither side of that equation.
As would I.
Not to mention, I think if that wraith kills you, it just absorbs your memories. So that's something fun to consider as well.
Now the group side-eyes Hane!
I don't have any memories.
Yeah, maybe because they got eaten.
What is it with you and eating stuff?
Especially
He's
memories.
He's talking about how the thing takes your memories. That's what I don't get how we're not seeing the connection here.
Well, to be fair, just gestures at the headlessness. Little hard
Right.
to retain memories when you lack the necessary physical components for it.
I also I want to point out the reason I don't have memories of my past life is because I'm a different person from who that person was.
That's also fair.
Are you sure it's because you don't have your head?
Yes.
Right.
I mean, technically the ball of fire you have is
Well-
a head. I mean, that's what I regard as your head.
We'll
This is
take
side
our
reference.
200 gold and leave you to your day, Rodolfo.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Here you go. He just grabs a sack off the shelf and hands it to you.
Is that 200 total or 200 each? Just so I
200
200
total.
total.
Okay. I was just
I
making
don't-
sure.
I don't know
We
what the
have-
math is offhand.
We have the 6, right? In the party?
There's
Yeah.
technically 8 of you.
Yep.
Mhm.
25 per person.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
Yep, nice.
I didn't think about
Easy
that.
number.
Yeah.
Think about what?
Just the
25
fact,
gold.
just the fact that 200 divides by 8 evenly. Because I
It's so rare that the money we get divides.
Well, it's also because usually we had 7.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. And since Trig, for lack of a better way to say this, is more of a person than Fenny was.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Son of a bitch! How dare you?
Well, okay. Let's put it a different way then. Trig generally has more ability to use money than Fenny did.
Fair.
Who's funny?
His pet wolf from last campaign.
Who's not paying.
Once we start shuffling out, unless other people have questions to ask Rodolfo, I wait for everybody to shuffle out because I have a question for Rodolfo, but I wait for everybody else to leave. I take that as no one else has a question for Rodolfo and is leaving.
The question, can you fix me? Because it better be.
There's 2 questions.
I feel like Hane and Wolfhard are the last ones to leave. Wolfhard only to make sure that Hane does leave. not even out of like a you're overreacting, but more of just like a I want to stay here. I want to stay too, but if we do, it's not gonna happen.
Like a fucking 3-way Mexican standoff. Like what the fuck is happening?
So guys, are we leaving or not? What's going on?
We're leaving. Hayden's not like lagging behind or anything.
Yeah.
It's Wolfhart's being like,
I'm looking for everybody, so that includes Ren. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I just sort of judged for the road.
Just give her a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Let's let her do more shady shit. That's perfectly fine.
Yes.
Give her a chance for once, Elias.
I said I was going.
Let's go. Let's go. Orcus is behind Elias. She's like, go.
Okay.
I said I was going.
Okay. Scene done. Ren, ask your questions, please.
Oh god, Elias just feels like a cartoon to me sometimes. This campaign is so funny. It's so great. I love it so much. I wait for the others to leave. Once they do, I look over at Rodolfo, who's probably like, "The fuck are you still doing here?" I have 2 questions for you, if you don't mind.
Well, they must be personal questions if you've stuck around on your own to ask them and decided not to ask them in any other intervening part where you've been here in this very room. Which means that you've come about your senses in some capacity and they're worried about you in some way given the fact that they lagged behind so much waiting for you. These must be very dire and pressing questions. I am curious, Sips Tea.
I'm reconsidering my questions, I'm not gonna lie. You know. Okay, well actually one question leads into another question depending on your answer. First question.
Oh boy, it's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. First question, do you know Zone of Truth?
The smell?
Yeah.
No.
Aren't you a cleric? What kind of cleric? What? Alright,
I used to be a cleric.
Oh.
Might just not have it prepared today.
Wait, you're not a cleric anymore?
Oh, I mean, I still know the clergy. I still practice portions of their teachings. Just not as big of a portion of my life anymore.
Oh.
I can ready the spell at any time. I'm messing with you.
Oh.
But I have no use for it in my everyday life, so
could you ready it and use it on me?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Could you do that?
You could just also tell the truth.
Yeah, but Rodolfo, can you just tell me if you could remember the spell for tomorrow, prepare it for tomorrow? Or if you will, please.
Yes, I can do it. If I will for you, if you
Thank-
give me back a portion of the gold.
I only have 25 of it.
I'll take 5.
Okay. What the fuck? Why do you need 5 gold?
You drive a hard bargain.
What does this man need 5 gold for? He just gave away 200.
Thank you. All right, I will ready it for you tomorrow.
Thank you. Second question. Your cleansing ritual, does it hurt?
Oh, for the soul?
Yeah. No, for like my rash. Yeah, for the soul.
I know a lot of cleansing spells.
Okay, well, the one that's probably the most relative to me and my situation that I was here like a week ago.
Yeah, we would just need a spot to. Oh, sorry. To answer the question,
The question, Rodolfo, was does it hurt? Not can you do it? I know you can do it.
the answer to your question is yes, it does hurt.
Wonderful. See you tomorrow, Rodolfo.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, I already gave him the 5 gold.
Yeah.
For being honest with me, I give him 5 more. I leave.
Oh, a tip.
Oh boy, 10 gold. I only had to pay 190 for that. Suckers. 5% cash back on the Rodolfo card.
5% cash back.
Listen, a certain someone taught Rodolfo a long time ago, if you're good at something, never do it for free.
Exactly. And that person
Was the Joker.
Was not Hane.
Definitely not Hane. Someone very much like Hane, but not Hane. Different person.
Yes.
Hane 2, if you will. Or I guess Hane 1. OG Hane.
Anyways.
I leave. To find, I imagine the group just like right there.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, I need to come back tomorrow. So we can't leave tonight. So one more night in Cathar's barracks, yay!
So, this might be just a me thing. What are we even fucking doing next?
I think that's a good thing to talk about.
I'm presuming we don't want to go after the Gorgon yet.
Might as well wait till we have to actually go into the mist for something else. Or have a way to protect ourselves from the mist.
That's not a place we should just be screwing around in.
Awesome. I don't want to go in there. I'm glad we're not.
I think that we should ask one person in particular what we should do tomorrow. And I look down at Cantor.
What?
It's your birthday tomorrow. What do you want to do?
Doesn't matter. We can do whatever we need to.
It matters. It's a birthday.
It's just a birthday.
It is. They're important, Cantor.
You can only teleport to places you've been before, right?
No, when I learned teleportation circle, I got 2. So I can take us to the cap. You want to go to the capital, Cantor?
I was
The
gonna
cap-
say we should go gamble.
The capital would give us a lot more options to travel around from.
I could probably learn other teleportation circles in the capital too.
Capital, as in Koskoroba?
Yeah.
Although when I was coming up this way, Koskoroba was closed off. I don't remember why. I don't know if that's been lifted yet or not, and I don't know if your teleportation would be blocked, if that's still the case.
Also, was it just a path going there, or was it actually Koskoroba that was blocked off?
I just couldn't head through the city. I had to go around the gate.
Actually,
I didn't really ask why.
Either.
Well, then maybe we should ask before we just teleport there. Ask around and see if anybody knows.
Yeah, I could do that. Or maybe they'll tell us that whatever blockade has been lifted.
The other option would be into the tundra to Kjarnsvik, but I'm not taking us there. So it's capital or bust.
I mean, Andigate's right by Koskoroba. There's a lot of magic there.
I think it's more to the fact that she doesn't know how to get there.
Yeah, I have Koskoroba, Cathair Kjarnsvik. Those are our 3 options.
I should also Trig here. He said he wouldn't mind going to Koskoroba. Could visit his wife.
I am sorry.
That's fair. I imagine.
I assume it's her grave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, his wife's grave.
Okay.
Oh. You
Okay.
said just wife. I'm sitting here like he's had a wife this whole time.
Well, you knew about the wife, but you know.
Yes, I did know about the wife,
but she
it was
dead.
just like,
I suppose vows can persist even on death.
Yeah.
Actually, they say till death do us part. So
That's only a
Can you
modern.
just let a moment exist without having to be correct all the time, man?
Also, that's only a modern thing. That's only come around the last 200 years, my boo.
I wouldn't know. I'll research this stuff.
All right. Well, we can try tomorrow.
Yeah.
back in this city we go.
Actually, before we leave, I knock on the door again and open to Rodolfo's. I'm like, hey, Rodolfo, do you know at Costco closed?
What?
Rodolfo?
Oh,
Is
you
he
calling
in-
out
Oh
to
God,
him?
he's dead. Oh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knocked on his door and then.
Oh, sorry. You knock on the door. He doesn't come to the door, but
His assistant.
his assistant, the elf,
Yeah.
the drow, does. And she looks at you, and without
You
blinking,
were just here.
Dr. Rodolfo is busy at the moment.
Oh. Well, I'll see him tomorrow. Alright, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, would you know why Cascaroba was blocked out like 2 or 3 months ago? Or does news not reach that far here?
Yes, the city was on fire.
Oh!
Ooh.
It was on fire, or it was on a fire?
On fire.
Okay.
Portions of
That-
You didn't
were
notice the
burning
city was
down.
on fire?
Cascaroba has fairly high walls, and I was at least a day out.
And it was a cloudy day.
Cloud smoke hinting.
And also...
Also,
I don't-
you just recently got cataracts.
Yes, I'm from there. My family died in that fire.
Oh.
Condolences.
just look down here and stare. Fuck.
We're gonna go. Sorry.
I'm
You
kidding. It's
Oh.
they're fine. I'm not from there.
Messed
Okay.
up joke to make.
Walker just leaves.
We're too
Thank you.
traumatized for jokes anymore.
Yeah.
What do you fucking mean?
We live in a post-joke world.
Yes. Okay, cool. We party
We go
up
to the
for the night.
barracks. Woo! Hell yeah, back to
Well,
the barracks.
While we're killing time, we could ask the heads of those Eladrin what the fuck.
Ren stops moving.
Oh, hey, Red,
Are you
let's go.
are you doing that
literally
before you
anywhere
go back to the barracks?
I was thinking about doing it in the barracks.
Maybe we don't traumatize a bunch of students. Maybe we
Well,
don't.
There's not students in the barracks, it's a visitor barracks.
Yeah, they
There's also private meeting
Yeah.
areas.
There was a room, remember, where I got bookified?
That might be best done with a select number of people, but that can be done.
I'm not saying we all have to be there. Just if we wanted some more answers about this Alondra and Hit Squad. Maybe we can ask a couple questions.
Though, again, they do have enough sentience to recognize that we were the ones that killed them. So any answers we get probably won't be the most complete.
I know, but they're also mercenaries, so it kind of comes with the job.
That's also fair, yeah.
Mel is with Ren, by the way.
Yeah, Ren stopped moving and she's now doing the 1,000-yard stare, just out to nothing.
Yeah. Wolfhard is intentionally moving with Hain a little bit faster to just try to get enough distance.
Mel, we'll hook our arm with Ren's and... I don't know, we're going somewhere. In the city.
Orca's gonna follow up behind them.
Oh good, a sword.
We always need a sword.
As we turn around and start walking away, I'm still Winter, so this works out perfectly. Ren just, starts crying. Again.
Oh. Orca kind of just looks at her sword real quick, and then she just puts them away and just hugs. She doesn't know if it's helping, but she's just like...
Right, whenever the swords come out, Ren seems to get sad.
Also, we did say that one of the elves escaped, right?
Correct.
Yeah, the autumn one.
It could be presumed that she's here. Or elsewhere? I don't know.
Theoretically, maybe, because she did go back this direction, but it has also been about a week.
Yeah.
And it is entirely very likely that she was just like, shouldn't stay here in case they turn back around.
Yeah, it's more likely that wherever they're based out of, if they have a base of operations here, is where she's headed back to. Either that or she probably went back to the Feywild.
Yeah, or she's just pissed and just like, not worth dying for. I'm gonna go somewhere far away from here and get a margarita.
Damn it, there's wait, I think when we were here last time, because when we were talking to all the party students, didn't they say they didn't have alcohol here at this school?
Yeah, there's no tavern or anything like that.
The one time I want her to get wasted and there's no booze. Frick.
There's no tavern.
You can still find booze.
These are students. You know what?
Yeah, you can find booze. You just have to put in the work.
Yeah.
I grab onto Orca. Orca, I need you to find me alcohol.
Orca looks at her and says, "Listen, I will not speak. You do all the talking. I'm just here for emotional support. The people here don't like me."
It's because you keep bringing out the damn swords.
I look over at Mel. I'm like, Mel, I know you're young, but please, I need alcohol. I don't want to remember today. I don't want to remember this week.
I will try for you.
Orca jumps and puts both of her arms around their shoulders. Let's get wasted.
Ren wipes her tears away and she's like, wasted.
Is Orca 3 feet tall? Just with the jumps, it makes it sound like oh yeah.
It's the fun little hop, haha.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Not a full jump.
Hop, just a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get wasted. It's great.
Mesa understanding now, Okide.
Yeah. We go in search.
What do you mean?
Based on
demographics, you're gonna get blue girls wasted.
Trenton and Trevor or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Travis and Trevor.
And Trevor, yep.
Let's look for them.
They can't be in class.
You think they would be?
Exactly.
Is this a really hard school to get into?
Not if you're rich.
Not if you're rich.
Yeah, you would.
The way those guys act, definitely rich.
Yeah, that's fair.
It wouldn't take you long, I'll be honest, to find Travis and Trevor. Oh, sorry, this is Trent and Trevor. Travis is the other guy.
No, Tristan was the other guy, wasn't it?
Tristan is the other. Yeah,
Travis
Travis is the third friend.
Yeah.
Didn't one
That
of them
one you
die?
haven't met.
Trent
That's
and
the dead
Trevor
one.
know Travis.
Yeah, Travis is the dead one.
Why did you have to give them all T names?
Because
For
that's
fun.
the point.
All right. So we find Trent and Trevor.
Yep. Yeah, they're currently in the front of the fucking Bard College playing what they call rocks.
Oh
They're just them
god.
throwing rocks at each other.
Yep.
I thought it was like what the fuck was that game where you beat Bloody Knuckles or Quarters or some shit?
Bloody Knuckles, yeah.
Well,
Quarters is
well,
also
well,
the other
Yeah,
name
yeah,
for it,
yeah. But
I
like,
don't know
yeah,
what kind of games y'all were playing.
I wasn't because I like having my hands intact.
5 finger pulling.
13-year-old boys are fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's why
Jesus
we played
Christ.
Bitch Slap instead.
Yeah, that's at least a little less permanently damaging on the whole.
We just played Foursquare.
That
Anyways,
makes sense.
Yeah. They're playing rocks. They're throwing rocks at each other.
Crack,
I've played
crack,
that game.
crack.
It hurts.
But yeah, I guess,
Also,
I guess
this is
Cantor
Joe.
might have come here to be a bard.
This is also Joe, not Cantor. So
Okay, fair.
you know, I know they definitely do have some, but I just want you to stand here and watch these two throw rocks at each other for a second, because honestly, it's kind of fucking funny.
It made me
we
feel
really
a little
got
bit
nothing
better,
else to do.
but I really want alcohol.
Okay. You watch them while I get in the middle of their rock battle? I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
You got this.
Just gonna catch the crossfire.
No, she's gonna walk kind of close and then just go, in like the deep, hey, pay attention to me, just yell, hey. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to, like...
They both stop, like mid-throw, look at you, simultaneously shout, pedestrian, and whip rocks at you.
Oh,
my
good.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Immediately steps forward with a sword.
God damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, you step
there
forward
it
with a
is.
sword, they look at each other, and they run away.
Do I still get hit with the rocks?
No,
They miss.
Oh, okay, good.
they're not good aim.
Listen, they probably dinged each other in the dome enough that they're probably both dazed.
Yeah, they
They probably fall over themselves as they're running away.
their aim is
Orca looks
atrocious at best.
Orca looks at Mel, like, are you okay?
I'm glaring at Orca. You feel the glare at your back.
The sword! Put it away!
No, it's
You
nothing.
have a
It's just an icy glare.
No. That's definitely Ren's thinking generally. The specifics more violent.
Orca?
Yes.
You have a shield, don't you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you step in front of me with the shield?
It didn't occur to me.
While we're here,
I do see the issue.
yeah. So while we're here, how about, unless we are actively being attacked not by idiots throwing rocks, no sword. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold it?
No.
Just leave it.
Oh, you mean
leave
hold it
down.
while we're here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want both of them?
Yes.
What about my lucky dagger?
You can keep that
It's
one.
it's at this moment that you see a flurry of hands crawling in your direction.
Oh, good.
Oh god.
Like mage hands?
No. Disembodied
Crawling
ones.
hands. As they scatter across the grounds near you.
Picking up the rocks.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
As forming in front of you is the groundskeeper.
Oh.
What's up, bitches?
And he looks you dead in the eyes, Orca, and goes, I have reports that you're pulling weapons on students.
Again.
Well, did you also get reports of students throwing rocks at innocent bystanders?
Yes.
Okay. And, To be honest, it's kind of just like a reflex. Less about conscious thought, but, she gestures to Mel, we are rectifying the situation. And I, in fact...
Does she still have her
did not-
sword drawn?
No, she gave them to
I
you.
did.
Okay, I didn't know if that actually had happened yet. So that's
Yeah,
why I
I
was
give
just
it to
like,
you.
is she saying all of this with a sword still in her hand?
We've rectified the situation. And also, I want it to be known, I did not reach their vicinity, just their direction. So in reality, this is all a big misunderstanding. And
Jesus Christ.
I really wish
I do
we
believe
would-
that you misunderstand the situation. If another report of you pulling a sword, or any type of weapon, on a student happens again while you are on the grounds, I have
I'm
no
going to kill
issues
you.
adding your hands to my collection.
Oh shit!
Oh no. Oh no.
I walk up beside Orca, I put my hand on the back of her head, push her down into a bow along with me, and go, not happen again. And then I look over at her really aggressively.
You're right. It will not happen again. And
Mel would bow, but the swords are kind of heavy for her. So she just nods. It will not happen again.
Is it hot? Does anyone else feel a little hot?
You feel this glare coming from this shaded individual before the hands just and scurry away.
I don't think he likes me.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
When'd
at
you
all.
get here?
Aren't we like all here?
No,
Whoa.
this is.
That's
You
the
guys
girls.
were talking about talking to the dead heads, and it freaked
Run out.
Ren out. So we went off to not be around the dead heads.
So you have a choice. You're either with us or you're with the deadheads. Pick one.
It's kind of with the ladies or the guys right now. It's literally how it's split.
Well, Cantor's with us, I think.
He is.
I think that's just a consequence of you were holding him.
I didn't have a say in it, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
no, I
Being
wasn't.
carried.
I wouldn't have been holding Cantor because I was inside Rodolfo's place alone. So it was
I-
your choice. if
Oh,
you came
okay,
with
I
us.
guess.
would've
So
covered
yeah, I
Jack
guess
anyway,
Mel
so.
then.
Okay, we'll say for Ren's sanity, I choose not to be there.
Hey man, you are not her biggest problem in life. So down the ladder that she's like, you know what, Elias really isn't that bad. This guy can make it.
yeah.
Really?
This guy that annoys me sometimes. This person, yeah, and then Hayne. It's like, Elias, you don't
Miles.
register anymore.
Literally continents apart in terms of where you land on Ren's like radar. So she's honestly like, yeah, Elias he's a guy. He's there.
It works for me. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely doesn't like me. And
It's because it's the second time he's had to talk to you about swords and
third time.
students. Oh my good god.
All right, Orca. No daggers, no shields, no swords, nothing.
Orca,
I don't even.
Orca
you're-
gives Mel her dagger. I am unarmed.
I'm as I'm staring at the javelins. I'm like, no, but okay.
Well, okay. She disarms. She got her hands in the air, and she's like, "You can literally frisk me right now. I'm unarmed."
we Mel and I divide the weaponry so that we're even. So one of us isn't heavier than the other.
So you're evilly encumbered.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is
Fair
why I hate this town. All these freaking regulations. Girl can't even wave a sword around anymore.
Because girl keeps whipping sword out.
Again, they threw a rock at you. Was I supposed to let them?
So it's a good thing we're not giving Orca guns, then. God.
Yeah, Orca's not allowed to have a gun.
No.
I guess we'll try and find Trent and Trevor again.
We don't need a 2A activist.
If
Yeah.
I,
All right.
honestly, I feel like they wouldn't have gone far because they probably wanted to see what their fucking tattletaling caused. They seem like the
Probably.
type.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a perception check.
No.
Ooh.
Hey.
Let's do this.
It just sounded like Krista said nope.
Oh, I dropped my phone.
I kind of figured, but that's just what it sounded like. Just, nope.
It was a oop.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Cantor and Mel, you look around, looking up at the bard's bungalow to the fourth floor.
Hanging out on the fourth floor.
Peering out the window. One of the what could be assumed to be their dorm room.
Oh, you're in
You
trouble.
look up and those curtains go closed.
Ah, all right. Rest in peace, my booze.
Maybe if we see them again, I should stay in the back.
You shouldn't be involved.
Well, I'm here, so unfortunately, I'm involved.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Actually, I could hold Cantor. Unless Cantor.
You know
wants
what?
to go
This is
in.
what this the solution. You know what, Cantor? You are Orca. You officially must carry Cantor everywhere we go when we're in a city, because that way, if you're holding Cantor, your hands are occupied.
I'm gonna get dropped on my head.
No, no.
You're gonna get thrown.
Look at me. I am the weapon now.
Whips him like a fucking baseball.
Listen, listen.
Renee.
It's fine. It's fine. He just needs to cast armor back at this first.
No, he just looks at Orca and just goes, "I am your vengeance."
God.
Orca grabs Cantor and is just like holding him, and she's like, "This is nice."
I need you to toss me. What? I got
Say
something
Lord of the
out.
Rings. Come on now.
You didn't toss me.
What?
You're going
With
up
the, I just go like, all right, I no longer care, and I'm just gonna go back to the barracks and like sit on the bench outside and not go in until someone tells me it's safe to go in.
Well, before we get to that,
Yeah.
Oh.
a group that's going to the barracks.
Oh, good.
Okay, cool.
Yo.
You head inside,
And?
and you notice there's a note on one of the beds.
For us?
Looks like it.
Yeah. Like if it's not specifically addressed to any of us, it's like, why do we care?
Yeah. Ow.
The envelope says Ren and Co-Hurtz.
Oh.
Wait, Co-Hurtz or
Co-Hurtz.
Co-Hurtz, because we heard
Co-Hurtz, yeah.
Look, it's just another ancient thing. It's just a weird way Josh does it.
Guys, I think we just found our adventuring party name, the Co-Hurtz.
I opened the note.
I'm not opposed to it.
Uh-oh.
Co-Hurtz.
See?
Jesus.
Oh my Jesus.
But the Z is backwards because we're stupid.
All right, what's it say, Elias?
Dodge.
The duck. No, I'm just kidding.
Joke's on you, I'm always ducking.
Same.
The note says, if you're reading this, then you don't have much time, as the other 8 are on their way.
Guys, we want to leave like now, and I
Why?
don't have
What's
time.
it say?
I'm gonna hand you the note, and we're gonna start looking for our friends, and you're gonna read it on the way as we power walk. Let's go.
Best of luck, Alik.
Best of what? Best of luck a week?
Best
Oh,
of luck.
No, the girl's
is
name.
The name.
Oh, her name was
the bird's
Elite.
name.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
So
seems more
I
like
hand you the note. I start walking at a very brisk pace. I go outside and I start looking for Mel and the others.
It sounds more like a spring name.
Doesn't it?
Didn't realize we were ascribing seasons to names.
Well, I mean,
Racist.
you think it would be the rainy season that'd be leaking.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
knew what he was going for.
Thank you, Josh.
Anyway, I'm
Stamping.
assuming the others are following me.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's not hard to fucking find us.
Yeah,
Me
I
and
would
Ren-
assume that you would encounter each other probably about halfway, which would be right by the tower.
Alright.
As soon as we get to where everyone else is, I don't even say anything. I just hand the note to Ren, and I'm like, we should leave.
I just like read it over a few times.
I look over Ren's shoulder.
Orca's looking at how nervous Elias is, and it's just like,
Oh,
looking
hey,
around.
he's back. It starts instantly handing Orca her weapons back.
Orca looks at Cantor, she's like, someone take the Cantor.
the Cantor.
I'm an object now? What the hell?
Sorry.
I don't even bother like handing them back. I just like lift my arm, get at everything while I'm reading.
Yeah, like as you're reading, I'm just kind of like grabbing it off of you and handing it to Orca.
Wolfhard just quickly looking between like Mel and Orca, and Mel, you can definitely see the look on Wolfhard's face of just again.
She just nods in agreement as like she grabs the weapons from Ren's self and to give to Orca.
Okay, if we gotta go now, because I was told that if I ever drew my sword again in this town, they're taking my parents, so let's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we should really leave. It's been, what, 4 days at least since she probably wrote that note, so they probably would be rather close, or we've already missed them, or they're already heading to the east looking for us.
Okay,
days
so
closer.
we have
Too
Either way,
close for
we-
comfort, we should go.
So yeah, we got two options as far as I'm concerned. We can either head to Foray Morshand and hope to God that the Rangers there will protect us, or we can head north and then far east to pick them. Because I know that we'll be safe there, but it'll be a long journey.
We've encountered them in the forest. Our last lone location was in the forest. Our best relocation option is honestly Koskoroba.
I agree. A teleport out of here.
Fine.
Yeah,
That's plenty of
let's
time.
do that. So let's
As
get
long
it,
as
Ren.
we can go there, as long as it still exists.
Is us leaving disrupting you heavily, Ren? I understand that might be difficult for you if it is, but
Look, I don't think we have. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't think we have a whole lot of time to talk about this.
you never mean to be rude, Elias, but you always are somehow. It's funny. Anyways,
We're being hunted, guy.
It's fine. Let's go. Let's
We
just
are
not...
definitely being.
I try and find a place that's like secluded to do
Hold
this
on.
teleportation circle.
Hold on. I have one alternative. Let's leave town, give me an hour, and I'll give us a little extra time to get away.
all right.
All right. Yeah.
Alright. Cool. So what I would like to do, Josh, I would like basically they go just to, like the outskirts of the town, and then I want to spend the next hour creating a misinformation campaign so that if anybody comes to this town looking for us, they're getting clues that we went in the wrong direction.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even have to have you roll for that. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Students love gossip.
They do. Yeah.
They
They're
want
all
anything.
for it.
Students love gossip, but you know who's going to spread it the most?
Teachers.
Friend. Horn.
Horn, yeah, Horn too.
And then I'll also leave a message with Handmaiden where if some Eladrin do show up looking for us, if they could send a message to me to let me know that they like basically where they would go after this to see which trail that they picked up.
All right. Wait, one there by me again. I want to make sure I fully understand.
So Handmaiden, the guy with all the hands,
Yeah.
he's Grey Legion.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming he's a spellcaster if he has all these fucking disembodied hands.
Crawling
falling
claws.
around.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I'm hoping he has the
Technically-
sending spell.
The crawling hands are him.
Either way.
But he
Yeah.
has to. I'm
Yeah,
assuming he has to
Handmaiden,
cast some
the
kind of spell to
collective.
create it.
Yes,
Yeah.
he has the sending spell.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, if the Eladrin do show up, if he could just give me a heads up on like when they leave and which direction they seem to be going.
All right. Yeah, he can definitely do that.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, there's a spread of information, vastly, rapidly expanding throughout the campus. You make sure to inform Handmaiden of the plan, and you guys begin your teleportation spell to escape to Koskaroba. And you finish casting your spell.
Oh god.
I didn't like that very long pause after the
You shouldn't.
you start making teleportation. And I was like,
You finish casting your spell. The teleportation circle takes hold, and there is a loud explosion
Oh my god.
from the Triskelion Tower as a column of dark flame rises from the center.
What the
Oh.
fuck?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
As
no.
you step through the teleportation circle, leaving the now frantic city of Cathair Skolair behind.
Oh no.
Was
that us?
Well,
I didn't
no,
do
I
that.
think someone got their hands on something they really, really shouldn't have.
So like the whole tower went up in flames? Can you run that one by me again?
The center, so Triskelion Tower is made up of three distinct, like it starts in one base and then has three different towers effectively branching off.
Mm-hmm.
Right up the middle, so the central tower got engulfed in a dark flame.
Oh. Okay. Did any of us recognize said flame?
Nope.
Okay, just checking.
Ominous.
I think we are leaving at a good time.
What the fuck?
It's like those people that are like, yeah, my great grandfather had a ticket to the Titanic and he was late.
Ren just thinking to herself like, holy shit, I think I am cursed.
Here's my
Or
question:
and-
where did
and
we
keeps
actually
walking.
end up?
Yeah, yeah, that's my. Imagine it's like a portal room and like.
It is a portal room. Yes. You pop out in a section of the Oscar Robin Welcome Facility.
That's what I figured they had.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I figured they had
As
something
you
like
pop out now,
We-
like with this
break into song.
shock of expression on your face, a very small satyr just like hooves and all just walks over to you and goes, "Welcome to Koskaroba. Here's your wreath."
this.
What?
We have one for each of you. Wear them around your necks, please, so we know you're new. Here's
Ah.
your pamphlets. And here's 10 gold.
Thank you.
This gold can only be spent in the city.
Oh.
All right.
It has the vigil of a swan on it.
It's like a stimulus package.
You put
Orca's never
10
seen a
Costco
stare
Robin
before, so
credits.
she's just staring.
Yeah, Koskarovan monies.
Okay. Thank you.
You are quite welcome, dear.
What is the pamphlet? I'm.
Look over
The pamphlet is "Welcome to Koskaroba,
That's it.
capital of the realm."
Is there like a map of the city inside of it? With
There is
like,
a map of the city inside.
Are
Yes.
there like
Uh,
tourist destinations on it?
It would list all the tourist destinations on it.
Hell
I look for
yeah.
the nearest bar.
Right
Oh, yes.
outside.
Oh hell yeah! I start walking. I wear my wreath. I take my pamphlet, and I'm walking. It's been too much time.
If you have questions, my name is Spolini.
I'm
Thanks,
sorry, did you
lady.
say Bellini?
Spolini.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Spinelli. And she
Spinelli?
goes after
Spinelli.
she goes after Ren.
Spinelli.
She goes,
God damn it,
Ren wants
Spinelli.
alcohol and she wants alcohol, so she's following Ren.
Enjoy your time in Coscarova.
Thank you, Spinelli.
When I notice
It's
Orca
Polini.
trailing behind me, I'm like, Orca Cantor.
So we're not just going to talk about what just happened?
Oh no, we are. We are going to be not in the open though.
We'll
And
talk
also
about it
drunk
at the
and talk
bar.
about what we did, what happened.
Always watching what's around us because holy shit, anxiety.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't feel good about. I don't feel good about that.
Yeah, I'm just following my map. I'm like looking for the sign that matches the symbol on the map.
You.
I imagine everything's just got to be like extremely extreme iconography place to match like with the the newcomer map.
Basically.
Yeah.
So you come across. Sorry. You walk out, leaving
across the
the
plague.
visitor center. Yeah, basically. And you exit out, and immediately to your left, you find the Molten Rat Tavern.
Nice.
Oh my
I take it
God.
Cosgrova is also no longer on fire.
It is no longer on fire.
Okay, just checking because we just left a place on fire, so I want to be safe.
They probably would have led with that at the Welcome Center.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know.
Welcome to
Look,
Cosper, but you've
look,
come at
look.
a bit of a downtime.
Look, guys, the molten rat used to be like, the fuzzy rat, and then it got burnt down and rebuilt, and they're like, oh, we can capitalize on this, and then nobody goes there because they're like, dude, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Awful.
I go to
Yeah,
Molten
Molten
Rat
Rat Tavern.
Yeah,
Seems promising.
at an expeditious pace. I am.
You
Orcus is still trying to catch up.
you scurry inside, and
Oh, God.
to your shock and surprise,
Oh no.
you recognized the barkeeper.
Oh no.
Who is it?
Remember?
It is not
Wait,
Ember.
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry. When you say we recognize the barkeeper, are you talking all of us recognize the
Yeah,
barkeeper?
all of you
Okay.
recognize the barkeeper.
Oh, is it the fucking fire
It is a
genasi?
Fire Genasi behind the counter.
Son of a
Okay.
bitch.
You enter in, and he looks over and goes, "Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise?"
Is it?
Orca just kind of looks at him, looks at her hands, and says, "Where's Cantor? Someone disarm me."
Hands Cantor.
I'm taking her weapons.
I love it to imagine the disarming orca is handing her Cantor. It's such a funny. Someone disarm me, hands you plushie. It's so funny.
And then she
This
just
is my life
she
now.
walks through the bar, looks at him dead in the eye, and
Oh.
says, "My friend and I, and all of us, need alcohol. Give us the strongest shit you have."
Oh no.
I'm like right next to Orca, and normally I stop her from drinking, and I'm just like, exactly what she said.
just nodding emphatically.
All right. Well, you demanded it.
That I did.
I'll pass.
No, thank you.
Okay, hold on. All right, so she demanded all of you have the strongest shit. Are you calling her a liar?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I'm not calling her a
What'll it
liar,
be for the rest of you?
I'm just saying I'm not interested in drinking alcohol right now.
All right, water for you.
Sam.
All right.
The strongest mocktail you have.
Mocktail. No mocktail. Water or ale.
Or ale. Well, that's depressing.
Water or drink.
Yeah.
Water, please.
Water it is.
Fucking mocktails.
I'm good. You don't sell what I'm looking for right now.
Are you sure?
fairly positive.
All right.
Ren
At least
gasps.
try.
It's like, do you
It is
have
the
Fire
capital.
Dragon whiskey?
Fire Dragon whiskey's weak shit.
Yeah, but it's really good.
You
Do you want to
the-
get
you want
drunk
the
or do you want
strongest?
taste?
I want the strongest shit you have, and then I also want Fire Dragon.
I want to
You-
get fucked up at the start, and I want to keep it going with something that tastes good.
I want to.
All right.
I want to chase it with whiskey. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I can just imagine this dude just like, Jesus, all right, fuck.
Well, if you look at the let's pull it back up again. The
Yeah.
continental alcohol drinks. They serve these,
Yep.
and then they also have the Coscarobin menu.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my god.
This is when Josh has spent so much time. There's like 40 more drinks just for Coscarova.
Oh my god.
I realized Cascarova was such a party town.
It's the capital.
Let me bold and underline this section.
Peppermint slingshot.
I've
I do
also
like-
decided that
I do
when
like
Ren is
molten
drunk-
temper.
Molten Temper is good. I've decided now that when Ren is drunk, she's going to act the opposite of the season she is in.
that's
Uh-oh.
hilarious.
Interesting.
I feel like that works. I was like, how
yeah.
do I do this? Because like, if I get drunk as winter, it's just gonna be really depressing and like
yeah.
so much worse.
Already depressed, and then depressed drunk on top of that. It's just
yeah.
No,
I'm
we
just
cannot
gonna-
do that.
I'm just gonna go. Where are you going?
Yeah.
I street. No.
Just like curls up in a ball like under the table, like, and is like it'd be so
Just
awful.
hysterically sobbing, just like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah. So we're just gonna get really summer aggressive instead.
Hayne is gonna get a blue zombie because he likes how funny the name is.
Is this is this page supposed to be updating?
It will.
Oh, okay.
I've got to populate it in.
No, that's fair.
yeah,
I was just
and
staring
then
at it. And I was
he's
like,
got
is
to
that
refresh it.
happening?
Yeah.
No,
I just wasn't sure if you were like, it will happen next time. Damn, guys, what a great session. Thanks for staying up.
No, I'm having fun. This is drunk time hour.
Hell yeah. It's very rare we get to have like longer than 3-ish hour session, so gotta enjoy
Yeah.
it while we
Wow.
can. Other than like the first quest, because like, you know, the first time you play, you always end up playing longer because everyone's like, woo! But
Yeah.
for the most part, we always end up like 3-ish hours.
Just as we start later, and then people start leaving around 9:30 or 9:30 my time, anyways.
I was like 9:30. What the fuck? It is
Yeah,
so much later than that.
it's almost
It
like
is.
other people live in other time zones.
Weird.
I'm not getting into this with you.
I wish it was 9:30. Damn.
Oh, not you, B. Tori specifically, because you know French lineage detected, opinion discarded.
Oh no, no! I was just more so saying it would be nice if it was 9:30. I could stay up longer.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
Do you work tomorrow, B?
I do, but I've chosen to not give a shit right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
I respect it.
That's usually
Nothing's gonna
me
be
any
happening
night that I go to
Yeah.
bed.
Also, yeah, it's like the fucking 2nd of January. Like, what the?
Yeah.
Don't you know
Well-
the 2nd of January is when UPS is the biggest?
Listen, I
Obviously.
got 30 more minutes. I'm not in. We're not in January 2nd first. Don't put that on us.
January 2nd first.
I love January 2nd first.
So do I.
You know, it's New Year's Day, the sequel.
I mean, I'm already on January 2nd, so.
Yeah,
So I
so
guess-
sorry.
Here,
All
while
right.
we. Oh, never mind. There it is.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
I thought
Dark.
that said dark beer tomato. I was like, what?
First
Oh, like
murder.
Rose whiskey? Oh, wait a minute.
I don't.
Brackney Whacker.
I feel like since this is probably like above the bar.
That's not
Wolfhard
Yeah.
just
Whacker, that's bracket whacker.
Brackish whacker.
Wolfheart reads Crimson Eclipse and just like,
Wait, what's tonic horror?
That's an excellent question.
Let's
What are
find
any-
out.
It's just tonic water. That's it.
Is the
The,
strongest thing he has just like all of?
No, the strongest thing on this list is first murder.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for. Thank God, because that's what I
First murder.
wanted. First murder
Oh my-
chased with a shot of fire dragon whiskey. Let's go.
Along with the first murder, can I also get an order of
Why don't-
med whiskey? I mean, med blood.
Why don't
Medium
you
blood.
just
Orca,
Huh?
I have a genius plan. Why don't we just get one of each?
Oh my god, yes. Let's do this.
Trig is also going to get a first murder because that's what he used to drink in the army.
Right?
No, she-
I just watched 3 of my friends die today. I'm not here for a good time. I'm here to forget.
Yeah, the common phrase of the Swan Knights is, "Oh, is it your first murder?"
Your first murder. Wow.
Shut up.
That's amazing.
she really does ask what the fuck the tonic horror is.
Tonic horror is a spiritual remedy. It's
Is that what they're calling it now?
people that have drank it in high quantities have reported that they've had out-of-body experiences.
Oh, that's the last thing we
I
need.
am
No.
staying the fuck away from that. No, thank you.
Yeah, nope.
The
So, I mean,
Elemental Knight is my personal favorite, in case anybody's
Oh.
wondering.
What's that
Oh,
one
boy.
do?
It's just delicious. Not much alcohol, a lot of taste.
Which one is it?
Elemental
Elemental
Knight.
Knight.
Ren thinks to herself, she's like, that's the book name. She writes it. She picks up her book, like Elemental Knight, and puts it back in her bag. She's like, yep, that's it right there.
Kantor's
So,
just looking at the menu, just looking and says, tonic horror? Well, I've already had that once.
Orca watches her write down and just put it away. She's like, "Wait a minute! Didn't you say something about you writing fan fictions?"
No, don't worry about it. It's
No.
fine.
No.
Okay, just order your drinks, please.
Yeah,
So we can
I
figure
look
out what
over
we're
at the bartender whose name I don't remember. And,
He
and
hasn't
it's
given
all-
us-
Yeah, we've never
Not
got
the
it.
second
I
date
guess-
yet.
That's fair enough. That's true. We never got his name. And I just go like, I just need you to line them up from weakest to strongest.
Weakest to strongest. All right. He like reaches under the counter and pulls out water. There's your weakest.
Oh, Jesus.
I drink the water. All right, next.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, Coconut Bliss is next.
I cheers Orca at every single one of these. I'm like, cheers.
And then it's the Elemental Knight.
Orca downs it.
It's very tasty. Very, very tasty.
Delish.
That is
I'm
really
not gonna lie,
good.
I kind of have a feeling if I drank the tonic horror just even once,
Maybe
That-
stop
I would just
seeing
be
ghosts.
I feel like I'd be stuck with the ghosts forever.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Then it
It'll
is the
be-
Rose Whiskey.
It's
It
by
tastes like
now.
Whiskey and roses.
It's by now that she's getting drunk, and she just
Okay.
kind of like glares at him. You left Nevaeh without saying goodbye.
Don't take anything she says personally.
I don't.
Okay.
Next up would be the Rosemary Stardust. Followed by the Mead Blood. And of course, the Brackish Whacker.
What is that?
The Brackish Whacker is
Yeah, I don't
mostly
like that
just
name.
ale.
Drink
Okay, that's what I figured, but I was like, what the?
It's just very hard ale. And then, of course, you have your Fainting Lotus, followed by...
The glasses are getting put down back onto the bar harder and harder and harder for entry.
Yeah, the
Slammed
Fainting
down
Lotus,
aggressively.
followed by the Dark Beer Tornado,
Oh, and Fainting Lotus, what is that?
It's again mostly just ale. But this
Okay.
one has gin mixed in.
Oh, excellent.
I will say real quick, while all of this is going on, Mel's more just like hands on both of their backs while looking at the guys. Like, okay, well, what are we actually gonna do? Like, she's attempting to game plan while they're drinking. You can go through the list first, but I wanted to point it out there.
Yeah. So after the Fainting Lotus, you have your Dark Beer Tornado, which, if you're
Is that
gonna
just like a
ask,
beer
is
tower?
mostly ale.
It's just like a knock-em beer tower.
It swirls, actually. It's just
Oh, nice.
swirling in the glass. Yeah. And then you have your Crimson Eclipse, and then your Tonic Horror.
Cantor drinks the tonic horror.
Nice.
And finally, nothing happens with one Tonic Horror. Finally, the First Murder.
I aggressively hand my the one that tripped him, and then I aggressively cheers his first murder as well.
Do I just totally
Orchid.
thought about something off, out of character? How expensive is all this?
Very.
Probably way more than my 10 Costco Robin credits. I don't care if this makes me.
Just drank,
Fred
like,
doesn't
30
care if this is
platinum worth of
getting
stuff.
broke.
No, I mean, if it's just a platinum, well, that's exactly as much as 10 Costco Urban coins ideally is worth.
Well, most of these drinks are worth silver pieces.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Your drinks are not multiple golds apiece.
Okay.
Orca finishes her first murder, and she looks at him, points at him, and I was like, I'm still waiting for an answer.
Make
You
a
left
con.
without a
Probably
word.
super slurred.
Make a con save. Oh no.
That is
Unfortunate.
diabolical.
Yeah.
See, you've drank a lot of alcohol.
I was
Yep.
gonna say, I imagine I make one too.
You make one too, yep.
You guys
Yeah.
drink a lot of alcohol in a very small amount of time.
Heck yeah.
Constitution?
Yep.
Yes.
That track.
Alright. Well,
I mean, she is getting Orca's bonus technically, but if the nat one is a nat one
Yeah.
in this case,
So,
Trig
Ren,
is immune to poison.
yeah.
I imagine he also just has the one drink as opposed to all of them, and also is a skeleton, so no stomach to absorb alcohol.
Hey, Ren, can you roll me 1d20?
Oh no!
Oh, good.
I sure can, Capitan.
Oh,
Remember
good.
at the beginning of the session where we said Ren gets into this on
13.
her own?
Alright, can you roll me another one?
Wait, what? Oh my god.
4.
Alright, can you roll me another one?
Oh no.
Alright, can you roll me another one?
Are you making her
God.
roll stats?
6.
Alright. Ren,
Yeah.
you die.
No!
What?
You die.
No!
Okay,
For 6 seconds. You
Oh,
die.
okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I gotta ask, while I'm dead for 6 seconds, do I get to have an out-of-body experience with fucking homeboy that's like living inside of me? Because I feel like if there's a time I'm seeing him, it's now.
Well,
Oh no.
we'll get to that.
Oh no. Alright, I'm dead for 6 seconds, bye.
You are dead for 6 seconds.
I just
and
fall over.
when you come back, you're in your head.
oh.
Oh no. Oh no, no.
You
Did I dream?
you look through your eyes
Did I?
and
As
you
a passenger.
see all of your friends.
Oh god.
Ren, you're in the sunken place.
As you are no longer yourself. As the body of Ren wakes up quickly, goes, "Oh no," and takes off running.
Wait. What?
Wait, I was prepared for this.
Where are
This
you?
is why my
Okay.
hand was.
This
This
is
is why my
what you
hand was on their
say.
backs. I was prepared to grab. Orca does dumb shits. I didn't know how Red was gonna act.
What's my con? For once, my cons is so
Oh boy.
Wow, I'm so good. This is so funny.
Jesus.
I don't know what you need
Mel
from
and
me,
I
I'm sorry.
rolling
So
contested
is this
here.
like is this contestant strength
that
check?
would be
Oh,
your.
no.
What was your prepared action?
Hold.
Hold. Okay, yeah.
So-
So, in this case, you would grab on,
Yeah.
and now you're both gonna need to make contested. Mel, since you're holding on, yours is athletics.
Okay.
When this is
then-
athletics or acrobatics.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This is the moment of truth, Mel. Woo!
Good
Oh.
job.
Hey.
Nice. All right. Yeah. You
Yes!
you grab hold of Ren before she could take off running, and then you see like her eyes flash for a second, and Ren is just drunk.
I have a feeling it's one of those things where like she takes off, I grab her, and we both ended up like spinning for a second. And I'm just like, ho! She is still holding tightly to Red, looks at the guys, just like, did you guys see that? Because it will probably never fucking happen again. Hot damn.
She's like, holy shit, I'm amazing.
Orca's just like watching, and she's like, "Run, come back. We have her."
I look
She's
over at
standing
the
right next to you.
Yeah, I'm standing right next to you. I look at the
Oh.
fire genasi and I just like grab the glass I was when this all started happening. I just like, how expensive is this? And I wave the glass in his face.
The glass or the drink?
The glass, the drink is gone.
You can have it as a souvenir.
It's mine then? You don't
Yeah.
care? Wonderful. She whips it at the wall.
All right. Well, now I have to clean that up.
Yeah, that seemed a little excessive.
I
Why
can't
are we-
mage hand.
Somebody else
for
will do it.
picking up the pieces. It's a really drunken mage hand, so it struggles, but it's doing its best.
the mage hand is more of a concept of a hand and not really
That works
there.
too.
It's like missing some finger. It's like missing a pinky for no reason. Like,
the
It's a
thing-
Simpsons hand.
It's trying its best.
Yeah. Only got 4 fingers and it's only like 1 knuckle.
I
It's
just-
very small.
I spin around and I'm like, there, it's clean.
Appreciate it.
Belle's just holding her by like her belt loops still.
I just like look down and I'm like, why are you holding on to me? Hold on to Orca.
She didn't try
Orca-
running.
Orca's like
Neither did
looking at her.
I.
Oh,
like
honey,
looking at-
yes, you did. I think we should not be here.
No, another.
No,
Orca's
no
like
more.
watching this entire thing. She's looking at the fire genasi, and she says, "Psst, come here."
No, look at me. They don't get any more.
Can you let me say what I was gonna say? Is he like leaned over?
You're
I
talking to
don't know.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's just standing there, like waiting for you to speak.
Oh. Usually, I really like to get drunk, but right now, I think my friend may have had too much, so I'm gonna have water.
Trying to be quiet and everyone can totally hear.
I like it.
All right, 1 water for you.
She downs the whole thing, just like in one big gulp.
Oh no.
I also want
Another.
water, but I point the whiskey glass towards him and I look at him like, not water.
Right.
Mel is just standing
Water.
behind her, just no.
He takes it and fills it with water and gives it to her. Here you go, and he winks at her.
How
Can I
much
tell if this is actually
was
water?
that?
It looks like water.
If I drink it, is it water?
It's water. What was your question?
How much was that?
In
Money
terms
or
of cost?
alcohol content?
Yes.
Yeah.
How much was
Uh,
that? Or
Well, the
sanity?
first murder is a gold.
Okay.
The rest of it combined is about 2 gold.
Okay. I give him 2
Orca's
cost
like-
roba gold.
You're still short of gold
I'll
for one of them.
Orca will give her gold.
Wait, I said I gave 2.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
one,
it's-
one
it's-
for the
it's-
first murder.
Oh, that's
yeah.
I'm
It's,
sorry.
it's
You're
3
right.
for the full flight.
You're right. I'm sorry. I miscounted.
Yeah, so 6 in total.
Plus 2.
Plus tip.
Orca pulls out her gold and she puts it on the bar to him.
All of it?
Yes.
Okay.
all of your
Yeah,
gold or all
all
the gold
your
you
money.
just got?
I said 1 gold. I said 1 gold.
Oh, one gold.
You said all
Oh.
of your money. It sounded
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it sounded like you
I
said
definitely
all.
heard all of it.
No, I meant 1 gold. She like physically takes a gold out of her little pouch and she puts it on the table and says for Kit.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I give him 2 more of the whatever gold and
You give him 8 Costco rope and gold.
yeah.
Alright. Appreciate it.
While
Oh God.
Ren realized she's too drunk. She'll just the last drink in her mind, even though it was water, it was great. It was still alcohol.
You ever been so drunk you think water's alcohol?
And she's gonna spin around and like sort of like bump into Mel a bit because she spins around too fast and Mel's holding on to her. And then she's like, "You let go now. I'm not going anywhere."
Yeah, you weren't the one going anywhere the first time anyways. What? Yeah.
I look for Hayne, like squinting because I'm so drunk.
Yeah, would Hayne have been privy to what just happened? Would he have been able to see that since he can see the thing inside her?
That is a good point.
Oh.
Good question.
Did anything look different when I?
No, nothing would have appeared different with you.
Okay.
When she had a 6-second lapse in
Yeah,
When she
basically
just
it was
suddenly
control.
dropped
Yeah.
for 6 seconds, came back and tried booking
tried to
it.
run and then was like, "Oh, I'm stuck," and then came back to yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing visually changed with her other than the fact that she
Well-
died for 6 seconds.
Well, I mean, but Hayne has soul sight.
yeah,
he
but the
would not
souls
have
would have been the
dead.
same.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
figured
Okay.
as much. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I didn't know if it would be like how I imagine how like with Wolfheart and Ferox where there is notable changes.
Yeah, not in this case.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, that's also they've been bonded for all of like a week. Wolfheart and Ferox have been for significantly longer.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I spin around, look for Hayne while squinting, even though he's probably not even that far, but everything is blurry. I'm assuming Hayne is still here.
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna point at him super aggressively now. Pointing is her thing, I guess, now when she's drunk. Is just point, point, point. And she'd be like, "You! Why aren't you talking to me?"
Oh God.
And then she whips around at Wolfheart and points at you. She's like, "You! Stop it."
I don't know that this is the time.
I feel like we're all just kind of ignoring her rambling as we were talking about actual things to talk about. Because I am.
I'm at a loss.
Orca's just chugging water.
You're gonna make yourself throw up, honey. Maybe slow down.
I'm a water genasi. How would I make myself throw up? It just absorbs into me.
Okay. I don't know how your anatomy works. Sure.
Yeah.
Do you want a water? Do either of you want a water?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
All right. So,
Does anyone know if there's anything we can do in Koskarova or where to go from here?
I imagine there's a lot we could do here.
The pamphlet has tourist destinations.
That's the
Does the
start, I
pamphlet
suppose.
also have places to stay?
yeah, taverns, probably.
You're at a place you could stay.
Oh, this is an inn and tavern?
It is an inn tavern, yes.
I kind of don't feel comfortable staying right by the teleportation circles, though.
I also don't necessarily feel comfortable staying here with someone that Orca has some weird history with.
Yeah, that's...
History.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah! To be fair, that's not Wolfheart saying that, that's me.
No, I don't.
So yeah. Are there other places to stay?
Yes, there are 8 taverns and inns in Cascaroba.
Does the pamphlet of the tourist destination have like dollar signs next to them so we know how expensive they are?
Yeah. How many of these are spendy as shit?
They have rough estimates.
Good.
This one and 3 others, so half of them, are considered like the more affordable options. And then there's 3 that are considered more of like your middle tier, like you're on vacation, you're gonna spend some money. And then there's the luxury, which is the Swan Song Inn.
So we're too broke for that.
I also don't like the name. Like, I get Swan Nights and all that, but like, that sounds like a place you go to if you're dying.
Because that's what a swan song is.
Yeah.
That's why he's.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I vote for somewhere middle of the pack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here would be roughly 10 gold a night to stay. The mid tier is around 20.
Wolfheart looks at 10 gold a night and is like, affordable the fuck?
And then the Swan Song Inn is 50 gold a night.
No.
What the? Alright.
But it's a package, so you get multiple rooms.
Oh, okay. I suppose if we're just spending 10 gold as a collective, that's not bad.
No,
It's 10 gold individual.
Only about 3 of us need to actually sleep.
Yeah, and I suppose since Fedox and I have made up a little bit, I don't need to sleep quite as much as I used to.
Oh, good.
As long as I don't need to sleep in a bathtub, I'm fine.
Orca already sounding like she's sober. Orca's body is just violent when it comes to alcohol. Immediately drunk, sober half an hour later.
Ren is still drunk.
Probably just like
To be fair,
staring.
she can cast Lay on Hands on herself. So
She can. I don't imagine she is though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just pick one and go.
Why are we so opposed to this tavern?
Because it's too close to the teleportation circle.
Yeah.
And we don't want a quick getaway if something...
We don't want something being able to easily find us just by entering the city.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? That makes sense.
And also, she can cast the circle anywhere.
Yeah, I'd rather if we absolutely need a quick.
Who can cast circles?
You can, honey.
You.
You can.
She like looks down at her hands like, but these are hands, they're not circles.
Not yet.
Oh my god.
You would be surprised at the shapes that hands can make.
She grabs your hand. She starts looking at it. She's like, hand. Puts it down.
There's just a look of like initial confusion and then just slight amusement. It's just like,
I start grabbing
yes.
everybody's hands. Looking at everybody's hands.
Please don't.
So,
I wear.
Is this what I'm like when I get drunk?
a bit.
I wonder what she does when she starts looking at my hands.
Yeah, when I get to Cantor's is where I get really stumped, and I'm just like, not hands, but not circles.
It would be
either.
funny. She sees Cantor's hands, notices he doesn't have fingers, just inconsolably sobbing. Like,
No,
"Where are
we're
your
not
fingers?"
winter.
I know.
Tinta says, but
Very
watch.
intrigued.
And he'll take a hand and he'll make a circle out of it. Like, he'll draw a circle in the air.
She like snaps her fingers and points at it, and she's like, circle.
Circle.
Good job, sweetie.
So,
And
yeah.
Does this?
Wait, did you guys want a circle right now? Is that what? And she starts like,
No.
pointing.
No, not right now.
I picture the pamphlet has like so many pages and a full tap map in the center, and Wolfhard's just. Where's the cut? Oh, there it is.
It's an
Looking
interactive
around.
map.
Oh.
Oh my
nice.
God.
Oh, cool. Look, it's touchscreen.
Okay.
Also, since we did come to a new city, so given the experience of entering into a new area and getting a welcome pamphlet, I won't go as in depth with this kind of introduction as I normally would for cities. But for Cascaroba, you guys know obviously it is the capital of the continent. The prime factor of Cascaroba, the big hit for it is seeing the Swan Knights themselves. You've kind of got a glimpse of their training when you were visiting Zofari, as that is where a lot of the training for the Swan Knights takes place, is over there. They specialize in mounted combat, and are very... They ride horses, just so we're clear.
No, not shy.
Not swans.
That'd be amazing. It was just giant.
I mean, they could have been swan griffins.
Technically, I suppose, yeah. They also have a high focus on magic within the city. It is a very
Amazing.
high magic city. And some of the smartest inventors are also here.
Wow.
So, a lot of the city's defenses rely heavy on tech and magic together.
My God, maybe I'll be able to get a gun here.
No. No,
There is a firearm
grounded
shop.
from firearms.
Excellent.
Yes.
I'm too drunk at the moment, but when I'm sober again, that will be a
Problem.
Yep. They have your regular blacksmiths, a firearm shop, and there's also a shop that sells exclusive goods, whatever that means.
Oh, gee, I wonder what exclusive goods might be on sale there.
bombs.
Magic, mostly.
Magical bombs.
That's not what I thought. I thought that was a euphemism.
Oh,
No,
I heard
there are brothels. There
No,
are brothels
listen,
here.
I didn't hear bombs. I heard bongs.
Magical
Jeez.
bong.
All right. Anyway,
What was the middle of the pack tavern or the cheapo tavern?
cheapo was 10.
10, yeah. In the
Okay.
middle of the pack is 20 gold.
We haven't found out names yet.
Oh
Yep.
yes, I guess just whatever other.
Yep.
This is not this one.
Yep. But with that reveal, we'll go ahead and end session here.
Woo!
Yeah, that's probably fair.
It is midnight.
We get to
Yeah,
continue.
that's
to
good because
host
I am
next week.
fading.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.
No.